You are listening to the decision reel.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel, where we take movies and we talk about them and then fucking don't even review them.
I like
Who
that.
does
Is that
that?
better?
I like
Is that
that a
better?
lot better.
Who does that?
Yeah, I like that
Randy
one.
challenged me to come up with a new intro on the spot.
I feel like that's more honest.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It really is.
Going in
Then
8 words,
just
automatically fuck.
Trying to keep the, what is it?
The
Wheels on.
reels
Wheels
on
on the bus.
Reels on. I feel like
because movie
it's
reel.
really just, we pick a movie and we talk a little bit about it and then not.
The movie gets us off tangents or gets us on off tangents. What? Gets us
you were
We
on
go
tangents.
off on
You were
tangents.
close.
Thanks, guy. I tried.
Off
You
on
haven't even drank
tangents.
any of that Orange Crush.
This is my second one.
Oh, that's what's up.
What's
Yeah,
up?
that's
What's
what
up?
she said. Tiffany said that they had a couple.
By the way, my wife has made us some orange crushes.
Because I was in the fucking van today and I was like, you know what?
I want
It's an
some.
Orange Crush day.
It's nice out for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, a while.
I'm going to have to tell Sean that this is the first time ever that we had Orange Crushes on because this is what he drinks.
Orange crushes
Every show.
every show.
That like you've seen any of our summertime shows. That's like
Tiki bar,
Those are
orange
good.
crush all day, all night.
PTM Orange Crush, Dockside Orange Crush.
He
Like,
did say when we were at Toots, where was he last? He was like, I had an orange crush. It was $10. I went, sucks for you, guy.
Oh.
Where was that? Where'd you play before we played Toots? PTM? It would have been PTM. It was PTM because he said Brandy didn't give me a break. I'm in the fucking band.
Brandy wasn't there.
Well, still. I'm in the band. Give me like
I
5%
don't remember
off.
him drinking an Orange Crush. Maybe it was before.
Maybe you sucked it down real quick.
Maybe it was like on the break. I just didn't see.
Anyways, we're talking about a movie this week.
Are we?
Pick by Tara. We pushed Wally's pick back 1 week because he couldn't make it this week, which is fine.
He's a
All
little busy.
good.
He's a
A
busy
little
man.
busy. Everybody's
He's a
busy.
busy boy.
Everybody's busy. So we're looking at the movie Stranger Than Fiction. I had not seen this movie probably since it came out. But
That's
I
when we
remember.
graduated high school.
I know.
Ooh.
We just had a conversation about that. But I remember like really gravitating to the movie and liking it, but I didn't remember why I liked it. I always thought like, oh, well, Will Ferrell's in it and he's probably funny, but he's not.
It's not meant to be. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
not. Like
And-
there are like quips and like little things, but it's not your normal Will Ferrell
movie.
funny.
And
Yeah.
I like that though.
I did too.
Because especially at that time, I feel like all those Will Ferrell movies that came out were
They're all the
boom,
same.
boom, 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 all the same, and you kind of got a little sick of that. And then he comes out with this, and you're like, oh, my man can do a little drama here and there.
When I was watching it,
Tragedy.
I was
Tragedy.
actually like
he didn't know. He didn't know what he was in.
I was talking about it and I was like, I kind of like, there's been a lot of positive outcomes of people kind of stepping out of their genre a little bit. Like when Marky Mark did The Other Guys, that was like his first big comedy and it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm a peacock. You gotta
Like
let me
that was
fly.
hilarious. But you're so used to seeing him. You were so used to seeing him in these serious roles or
Yeah.
like where he's like the bad guy role or like the prick or whatever. And then he comes out and he's fucking funny.
I will say, in The Other Guys, Michael Keaton steals the show for me
Okay, of
compared.
course he does.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, Marky Mark is good in it, and you're right, he is out of his comfort zone. Obviously, that leads to Ted and Ted 2 and some other stuff that he does. But Michael Keaton just always
Pain and Gain.
Well,
Like
no-
he did so many comedies after that because people were like,
He's
"Oh,
kind of funny.
he can be funny.
Yeah.
It's Marky Mark. Say hi to your motherfucker.
He's
Mark and
good even with his pants on."
Whatever. Before the reels do fall off, like you kind of talked about, you can check us out on our social media pages. You can watch us on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Also, you can check out our website where you can find our store page where we have all types of merch and use the promo code REAL10 for 10% off your order. If you want to support us in any way, we got t-shirts, hats, leggings, sweaters because, it's hot out now and people want sweaters. What else, Randy?
She came in like it looks like almost a long sleeve. Quarter sleeve?
Quarter sleeve.
This is not long sleeve.
It's a quarter
Three
sleeve.
quarter sleeve? Baseball tee?
3/4.
That's
Baseball.
This is a short
getting
sleeve
there.
shirt.
It's a short.
3/4.
got short arms.
3/4 is when it's
You got
down
short
like
arms, so it is.
into your forearm. That's 3/4.
Like a baseball tee.
Okay, they're kind of like baseball tee, but they're also it's like off the shoulder, so it's like a little bit longer.
And
Like
Randy just has no sleeves today.
Yeah.
Just
So
doing
like
his
It was
thing.
hot.
in
I
comparison,
was gonna hang outside.
Also, I remember who cut those off.
Vincent.
Yeah, Vincent cut those off.
cut those off for you.
Don't use my government name. Fuck you, Vinny.
We were playing Tap House the one day outside that we ever played, and it was
Oh,
hotter
yeah.
than hell outside. And that was when they're trying to put up the fucking whatever whatever Sonny had
For the beer fest thing. Or
yeah, the
whatever,
beer
right?
fest.
I came to that. I remember being so bummed because Kaylee was visiting, my friend from West Virginia. Remember? I came with her, but we went and wanted to go inside to eat food first, and we missed like the first 2 sets because it was taking so long
to get
to get anything.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was busy.
What's up? What's up?
To be fair.
To be fair. Anyways,
So
the
I went
movie
over to
what-
JCPenney.
sorry.
I'm not done with the story.
Oh yeah, yes, right. I forgot.
God,
Okay,
what a
continue.
Piece of shit.
You're
That's
right.
not really important.
I'm gonna-
we went over to JCPenney. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some pants. So I made some jorts. And the vendor was like, give me your shirt. And he cut it. And then here we are.
Cut it, cut it,
Cut it. Cut it.
cut it.
God, Randall, like that wasn't at all about the movie.
It wasn't. No. Well, okay.
Speaking of cut
See?
it, hold on. Speaking of cut it, we're actually getting together with the Irritable Dad Syndrome, I believe, next week
Good boy. Good
to
boy.
go over Evil Dead 2. Tara, if you want to come in on that, you can definitely
Irritable
sit
Dad
down.
syndrome.
We've done a couple podcast episodes with them before. We did They Live, and then we were on their podcast. We didn't talk about a movie. It was just a general
I forgot how to
conversation.
drink from a straw, Steve. I'm sorry.
It's, you know, it happens.
a
I
little
think
bit
it's,
A little bit on the short
it's
side.
That's
fine.
actually the bottom of the straw.
I was going to say it's upside
Was
down.
it?
Yeah. That might have been impeding
Because
your-
that like it goes to one of those
Well, there
cups.
was a piece that was on top and it ended up in the drink. So we kind of just left it.
This guy is
But-
trying to figure out how to.
That when they have that on the bottom is because
So
it
it
goes to
doesn't
those
come all the way
tumblers,
out.
so it doesn't come out of the. So that's technically the bottom of the.
You know what? Do you?
I mean, do
That's
what you
where my
want.
lips go.
I was just letting you
That's
know.
where my lips go. Anyways, plot of the movie we're trying to talk about, Stranger Than Fiction. IRS auditor Harold Crick suddenly finds his mundane Chicago life to be the subject of narration only he can hear. Narration that begins to affect his entire existence, from his work to his love life to his death.
Them
Almost.
fucking lice, dude.
Those love lights.
Those love lice.
I tried. I
Get ya.
almost
They're so
got
clingy.
through
You
one.
had it.
They're
I
so
almost got
clingy.
through-
Those love
Those
lights.
sons of bitches.
Where to watch this guy? It's free on Pluto TV or Steve's Plex. You can rent it on Google Play, Amazon, Apple TV, Vudu, and Redbox.
Something's going on with your Plex. 'Cause I tried watching it last night and it went boop, 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 like the whole thing, like all the scenes.
What do you mean? Like it was just skipping?
Like it wasn't skipping, but it was like kind of like buffering
Interesting.
the whole time.
It's probably my internet.
So I spent money.
It was free on Pluto
So
TV.
I spent money.
I spent money.
I don't have Pluto.
I don't either, but
Fuck Pluto,
I
it's
did.
not even a
I watched it
planet
on
anymore.
Amazon.
It's not, but it is. Came back around.
Oh, it did, didn't
It
it?
did. It definitely did.
It's a dwarf.
Whatever. This is written by Zach Helm. He's written a couple other things, but nothing of major note.
Isn't there an Ed Helm?
Eldham?
There is
Yes.
Ed
Is he-
Helms.
are they related?
No.
No.
Directed
Office.
by Mark Forster.
And
He's also
Daniel.
directed Quantum of Solace and World War Z. What?
Sorry.
1 and 2 and 3 and
We're counting
he
in
What's
said
that about
no.
Ed Helm?
We said Ed Helms, and he said The Office. And I said and The Hangover 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, you're right. He's
Quantum
also
Solace,
been in
wasn't
some,
that,
a lot of other movies.
Yes, he has.
007.
Yeah.
Like
James
Cedar,
Bond.
like
That's the
Cedar
only one I've seen.
Rapids.
Yeah, Cedar Rapids. He was in the Vacation remake that
Yeah.
I guess they did. He
Kinda
was in
weird, yeah.
We're the Millers.
Mhm.
No Regrets.
No,
He wasn't.
he
Weird
wasn't
Millers.
Weird the Millers. That was
Mm-mm.
Jason Sudeikis. Oh no,
You're
he was the bad guy. He was the bad guy
thinking
in. He was the bad guy in We're the Millers. The
Question
drug
my
dealer
movie knowledge here.
Oh.
who had the shark.
He wasn't important
Brad-
in that movie.
Brad
Brad something.
Gerg Jinglinger or something.
He was the bad guy. What do you mean?
He was the bad guy. He had the whale.
No, I said he wasn't an important.
Oh, I thought you said
Dang.
he wasn't the bad.
You know what's really weird to
Oh.
me? Jason Sudeikis. After watching Ted Lasso, I can't see him the same in anything he's done beforehand.
That's good, isn't it? I haven't
is-
watched it yet.
You need to watch
Every
Ted Lasso.
clip that I've seen from it, I love. So I really want to watch it.
Aren't they done with it now?
No, this is the technically
3 seasons
This
right
is
now,
the
right?
last
Yeah.
season that it's airing, but there's going to be some spin-offs. I would suggest very highly for you to watch that show, not putting you on blast for anything with your brain. That show would be very good for you.
What does that mean?
Anxiety,
trying to say?
things
Oh.
like that. I'm not trying to throw it out there that you suffer.
I was
from
like, oh my God, what's
certain
wrong with me?
things.
Yeah.
But that
Those, I
show,
mean, who doesn't suffer from those things?
all right. But I'm
Come
saying
on.
that show is a very mental health oriented and very forefront.
And
in
he's
it.
like a soccer coach,
He is a soccer manager. I'm not going to give any plot points away. Watch the show. It's very good. You have Apple TV anyways.
Yes.
Go home and watch the
I
first
really
episode.
love that clip that I saw where
have
he's
Apple
talking to the
TV
one
too.
guy and he's like, you know, if you ever wanted to be a tiger or whatever, and he's like, why would I want to be anything other than me? I'm just me. And he's like, you have no idea how healthy that way of thinking is. And it's like, Shrinking, by the way,
Very good too.
so fucking good.
So
like
what I want to bring that up to that is the guy who's making that show is
Shrinking?
in Ted Lasso.
like he's a character in the show.
It's either Brett or Brent Goldstein. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I like Brett
Fucking
better.
I think it's Brett. Anyways, he's like one of the best characters in Ted Lasso, but he also is helming and making and writing
Ed Helming.
Shrinking. And if you really like that show, Ted Lasso.
Shrinking was so good though.
Ted
It really
Lasso's
was. I got my parents to watch Shrinking, and my dad, who doesn't text a lot unless it's like a necessity,
Right.
like he needs an answer
Every
on
5
something.
minutes through the first episode.
He texted me like, I don't remember what episode they were on, but he texted me and he was like, this show is fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for, and Carrick actually thanked me a few episodes in, Carrick, my boyfriend, a few
you go.
episodes in, he was like, I'm really glad you pushed us to watch this show because it's really freaking good.
You can thank me.
Well, that's what I said.
yeah, okay.
I said Steve had already.
You're welcome,
watched it.
everybody.
I said I had been intrigued, but Steve was the one who had already watched it and was like,
Yeah.
do it.
It's really good. Now, again, Ted Lasso is better.
I like Character Boyfriend.
I like Carrick better boyfriend too, yeah. I'd like to see
cool.
Carrick
My
more.
roommate?
It's cool.
You know what we should probably do when someone's out? Just have Carrick on.
I told him. The problem is like
Don't say
he'd
he's
pick
awkward.
on me so much.
Yeah. Well,
I'll stop it.
No,
No,
you
you
I run
won't.
a
No,
tight
you
ship here.
won't.
Yes, I
No,
will.
you
Hey,
won't.
hey.
Y'all would just pile it on. It'd be all of you picking on
No.
me.
We'd have a conversation before. Look,
This isn't about that.
we're talking about movies here, apparently. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
30% of the
he
time.
has fun. He doesn't have to drink to have fun. That's a good person.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's wild.
I mean, I don't have to drink to have fun.
I don't either. I drink
Okay.
less than you,
It's just
than
me?
both
Cool.
of you.
I drink because every person who comes to my house goes, hey, drinks. And I go, they're free.
I drink less than both
You're
of you. Who
welcome.
shows up with
You're
regular
welcome.
drinks in their cup every
We
day?
don't
You're
know what's in
welcome.
that cup.
So today it's not a regular drink. I brought twisted tea because I was prepared because of the nice weather, and then you threw an orange crush at me. So
So, double fisting over here.
Did you see they're doing a Moana live action?
I did see that.
I can't fucking wait.
I
I
did see that.
am not about
don't
it.
give a fuck what you want. I can't wait. You're welcome.
Cool. The movie we're talking about is rated PG-13 for some disturbing images, sexuality, brief language, and nudity.
Like what?
The booty's in the shower. Sorry.
Hilarious.
Did I-
Hilarious. I feel like there was a little
Why'd
bit.
you
and
giggle?
I don't know why I was looking, but I feel like there was a
I
little.
did too.
There was a little
I
peen
was looking
there.
too, and I caught myself
like
looking. I was like,
an
I don't want to look,
edge,
but I'm
just
gonna
like-
look.
It was either ball bag or peen. I don't know
did.
what was going on, but I was like,
There was
I don't
something.
like why
It
I'm
just-
staring at that. And they weren't
It happened.
in shape guys either.
They were not. It's what you would think you would see in a gym
Yeah.
or a fucking pool.
It's
area.
funny because growing up in Canada, I used to go to the YMCA a lot. And being what?
Nothing.
We had a public
I've been to one or two.
Right. But like before you went in the pool, you had to shower first. Like literally there was the
Really?
locker rooms and then you went through to get to the pool, you went through the
I
showers.
didn't go to the pool, but yeah.
Sure. But that's protocol. But you don't think about it when you're like a younger child, right? You're like, it's literally, okay, this is what we're doing, and you go and do it. I just like had flashbacks while watching that scene that I've never thought about in 20 years of like the showers in the YMCA. Nothing bad happened, but what I'm saying,
Okay.
like the weird, like you press a button and you get like 20 seconds of water, and you're just like, all right, I'm showering. Fuck. All right, I'm showering. Cool. What? Fucking like, and then you got to go in.
I'm not done.
But obviously, as a kid, you're in there with your bathing suit, but you're looking around and
Fucking better be.
no one else is, and you're like, all right, we're going swimming. This is a fun time.
Just wash the herpes off.
Right. I don't know. Just random. Sorry.
Yeah.
Story.
You look so lost.
I've never been to a YMCA, but also I've never like rinsed off before.
Well, that was
Getting in the
protocol.
pool,
You'd rinse off before you went in, and you'd rinse off when you got out. Chlorine, right? That was the whole thing. Is you don't want to go in dirty to dirty
I've
up
also
the
only
public
ever
pool.
been to like
That's what chlorine's for.
maybe off the top of my head,
Look,
like
I'm just going from different countries. Maybe
three-
that we're more hygienic.
like
I don't know.
3 public pools in my life.
The one at Great Mills.
No.
So I do want to.
I did.
I didn't
wanna-
grow up down here.
The pool that I was talking about wasn't actually the YMCA. It was the Centennial Pool where I was from, but it was basically a YMCA. Like it was set
So
up
you
like
lied.
that.
Yeah, you're a fucking
You
liar.
guys would understand if I said YMCA versus the Centennial Pool. Like, come on.
You could have just said a community pool.
Yeah, I would have understood pretty quick. That's fine. What's next, Steve?
Stranger Than Fiction is starring Will Ferrell as Harold Crick, Emma Thompson. Sorry, Dame Emma Thompson.
Was she a dame then?
At this point, no.
No.
But she is
What's a
now.
She is
Dame?
now. So.
She has been knighted by.
He didn't do that in the store. Sorry, what's a dame?
She's been knighted by the royal family.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're either like a dame or like it's Sir, like
Sir.
Sir Elton
Okay.
John.
Right.
Okay.
Right. She plays
He
Karen
has been.
Eiffel. We have Dustin Hoffman as Professor Jules Hilbert. Queen Latifah is Penny Escher. And Maggie Gyllenhaal is Anna.
She was in it for like 5 minutes.
No, she was in it a little longer, but
Queen Latifah?
yeah.
She was barely in that
She
thing.
plays an important role in the movie, but she doesn't need to
Does
be
she?
throughout the whole movie. Yeah, she
Yeah,
helps
she
along
helps
the
her.
author to get to what she needs to do.
to not kill him. She was
No,
there
no,
to
no, not to not kill him.
see-
But
She couldn't even come up with a way to kill him before
Right.
until
Well,
she
yeah, I
took
know
a shot.
that.
she was pushing him along. She was pushing her along to finish the novel. She was basically like humming and hawing. And again, when you listen to Dustin Hoffman's character, when they finally find out who the author is, they're like, she hasn't published a book in 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's why the publisher sent someone. They were like, okay, we
Right.
need to like hurry this up.
Get this along.
Fuck
Because
going.
if you remember, like when they show her talking in that interview that was
Right.
10 years old,
Right.
she's talking about that book. So she's literally been writing that book
10
that
plus
long.
years, exactly.
And it's just, okay.
because the book was called Death and Taxes, and it was about an IRS guy, and like
Correct.
she explains. And I think when I watched it when I was younger, I didn't catch on to that. That like it was 10 years in the making that she had been trying to figure out that book.
So what I still don't understand is how he was hearing her. Still don't
So-
understand
so-
that part.
Well, I mean,
It's ambiguous. It's not supposed to, and that's why I kind of like this movie. It doesn't go into like an in-depth. Well, you heard her because this
because of
and that."
magic.
Right? Like it just doesn't explain it. So it's up to you to go. Well, how did that even work? Or
I don't like that. Tell me.
obviously, yeah,
tell
he
me.
was hearing her because there's no way the movie kind of
Happens without
works or does. But
Oh, I get that part, but
I like that it's ambiguous.
That there wasn't like a reason.
Exactly.
And
Or-
I love it, but it was also like it could like where it got her mental state, how she was laying there, like, how many people have I killed?
right. Or
Like,
have
are
I?
these real people that like I'm
How does
writing
she
about
know?
and they're dying? She wouldn't,
She wouldn't. Yeah.
unless she went and looked up all those people. But like that's what I'm saying. When he showed up and then made her rethink everything, like I've killed at least 8 people just by like writing them off in my books. What if they're all Harold? What if they're
Right.
all like him, where they're also dying?
Which could be cooler.
Oh my God, can you imagine though? People are like, unless you like wrote your book in the past,
Right.
like you like
Talk
it was
about something-
based
yeah, yeah.
in like the 1800s or something. Like,
I don't know. I kind of like the whole idea of her thinking back, like I fucking murdered 8 people,
Yeah.
and it being real because obviously it is.
and like she'll probably never kill.
no, she
a
probably.
character again.
I don't think she'll write another book.
She's done. She's
Right.
done.
I mean, think about it. At
she
the
was done
end,
10 years ago.
well, if it took her 10 years to write this book, but again, once finding out everything and then going through that existential crisis at the end of how do I do this, or I look, I
Dude,
said
the
a big
way
word.
that Dustin Hoffman was flat out like,
I love it. I fucking love it.
it's
He's
not
like,
great.
you need to
Like,
kill. Like,
you should have just fucking killed him.
well, not only that, but like,
Like,
when
It
he's
was okay.
telling
he
Will
needed
Ferrell,
to die.
It was okay.
well, no, when he's telling Will Ferrell, like, this is amazing. You need to fucking.
You
die.
have to die.
Right? Like, sorry, guy.
And that's
Sorry.
and he didn't even argue. He was just like, it's just really bad timing.
Right.
Like,
That was hilarious.
with tears in his
Yeah,
eyes,
he's-
this is really bad timing.
I want to die, but it's just
Like if it had happened a month ago, done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
sure.
I'm here for it. Like, but it's really bad timing.
I also like the fact that his watch is like a character, on
character.
itself, and like it is
And how it
magic
saved him
or whatever.
How it saved
Right,
him.
because he does put his hand up in front of his face, and the watch is what hits it, and then
Stops
the
the
part
artery.
goes into his artery. You're just gonna have to live with it.
I mean,
Pretty cool.
I thought
pretty
it was
cool.
an intro. I mean, also, honestly, a little bit fuck Dustin Hoffman's character because like he said, she kills people. That's what she does. So people are gonna go and they're gonna read that book and they're gonna expect him to die. Oh, twist,
Right.
not dead.
I like
If
so
any-
Where's
anything, I
Dustin
feel like-
Hoffman?
the professor.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing that's not that he's losing too is this movie is about numbers and adding things up and being compulsive. Dustin Hoffman played a very, very famous character in the movie called Rain Man, in which he was a mentally challenged person with Tom Cruise. Okay. So for him, I don't know what you've watched.
This is definitely not Rain Man.
I think everybody knows what Rain Man is.
Okay.
Definitely.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay. So
No.
I was right.
If he hasn't seen fucking, what was it, Jaws or whatever the hell it was that you hadn't seen,
Have you
I
seen
don't
The
think
Ringer?
he's seen Rain Man.
The Ringer?
Yeah.
The Ringer.
Okay. Same. So
The fuck did we get ice cream?
You're scratched by CD.
I don't think it's same, but
you
yeah.
get where I'm going.
But yeah.
What I'm saying is that's the irony of Dustin
He's
Hoffman's
on the
character.
spectrum in that.
Yeah, but I'm
movie.
saying the irony
Yeah.
of Dustin Hoffman's character in this movie is he's dealing with somebody who's not, I mean, maybe he's on the spectrum, but he's not handicapped like obviously Rain Man was. But he's able to pick up, did you count the stairs on the way up? And he's like, no. He fucking counted.
Tiles?
Right, he counted.
I wouldn't count tiles.
I like the whole intro of this movie, and it's showing all the math and stuff that he's reading, or like it shows when he's in the bathroom, it shows how the percentage of each of the soap things. I was like, this is fucking tight. This is cool. So, I mean, to me, this movie just, it works.
You think is there people out there that can do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Maybe not to that degree, then they're not seeing that, but like.
But they're probably,
yeah.
they're at least in their mind, if they're not getting it right, they're at least estimating it. Like that's something that goes on. Like, I wonder how tall that is. I wonder how many pounds this is. I wonder how many, like, people, there are
that's
people's
OCD,
brains out there
right.
that work
so
that way.
I do count stairs sometimes. I do count certain things when I go places. I also know where all my exits are and my entrances and like how to leave somewhere.
Well, that's just being smart.
Well, Carrick does that, but I think that's military background.
But I'm not doing it out of, okay, if something happens, this is where I'm going. I'm doing it of, I'm just looking around. You know what I mean? And I also have a very good peripheral vision of like, if I'm sitting and talking to you and we're in a restaurant, right? I know that somebody's talking to somebody behind me. And I know what they're doing, and I know what they're getting to get up and where they're going. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just very aware.
Yeah.
And it's probably from playing hockey for a long time, being a
You
goalie.
had to be really aware of everything.
Well, yeah, and exactly, like I said, being a goalie, I needed to know what was going on, and my
Mm-hmm.
eyes would literally be going everywhere for the, whatever. Not
If
to
he
say I
hits-
played
if
it
he hits the puck here, and then that's
right.
3 degrees this way.
Well,
and
no,
then
so
that's-
you're correct though. Like I'm having to figure out what's gonna. I spit all over you. Sorry. I'm having to figure out what's going to happen before it happens, or the probability of what that player is going to do. It wasn't very big. It was a little. Sorry.
Is it on my drink?
No, it went over your
Maybe.
shoulder. It was just.
Just look over your shoulder.
Sure. Anyways, what I'm saying is like in that position, you have to figure out what things could happen and how they could happen and the probability of
Yep.
that happening, right? So my brain is kind of trained to that now where if I'm going somewhere, I'm literally watching, even walking on the street, I'm walking by people and not looking at them, but seeing them and going, all right, this guy might do something or what's happening here. You know what I mean?
So my brain does a little bit of that, but always on the negative side, and that's that's my anxiety. That's anxiety. So like when I'm like about to get on a carnival ride,
Okay.
or like an amusement park ride, or
I don't
I'm
like the
going-
way that fucking
or I'm
cotter pin's
going
in there.
out into the middle of the water somewhere, or like whatever. I'm okay. What are all of the possibilities that could happen?
Right.
And I'm focusing on all of the negative possibilities that could happen.
Probabilities.
So like,
If something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
and that's what anxiety doesn't let me do. Anxiety.
Right.
I'm
Anxiety's
worrying
telling you
about those negative
this
things.
is going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
We're going to die.
A lot of people have anxiety. I get that.
I-
But for me,
there's different
I'm just
kinds of
like,
anxiety.
yeah, exactly. But for me, if something's gonna happen,
So, like,
you know what? Just let it fucking happen.
Not because I don't care, because we should be open about this.
100%.
I've been to therapy, and a therapist, like,
Everybody should go
we
to therapy.
sat there
been there too.
and we did
I
the
haven't,
like
but I should probably go.
she went through the 8, I think there were 8.
We're not laughing at therapy. We're laughing at
I
each other
know.
because we're idiots.
I think there were 8, but she was saying that there were 8 negative patterns of thinking that lead to anxiety.
I understand.
We went through each of them, and she would say what
Don't
they
look at me
are,
like that. I fucking
and then kind of
understand.
give me an example of them.
I'm smarter than I
And
look.
when we went through them,
I need a refill.
we found out that
gonna
I
text
do
Tiffany, don't worry.
6 out of 8 of them on the regular.
Okay. That's not good for you.
And it's stuff like what one of them was, they called it catastrophizing, which is like making everything a catastrophe.
Time out.
That's
Time
a
out.
fake word.
It's
Time
not
out. Time out. That needs to be a fucking band name.
Catastrophize.
catastrophize.
Catastrophizing.
We should have been coming up with a fucking list of names
Catastrophizing.
for when we kick Vinny and Brent out. Start our own band.
Start our
The 90s rock band.
Yeah.
90s dad rock band.
Just playing Nickelback and Creed.
Should have been starting this fucking forever ago.
Hold on. We're gonna pivot. Say it.
Pivot!
We went and played a show.
Yeah.
At Cult Classic
I know.
Brewery over the weekend.
Yeah.
It
looked awesome.
It was put together by a couple of our friends, and we were put on the bill because some people were. I think we were put on the bill because people went, we need somebody to play Korn. Who's going to play Korn?
And you were like, fine.
Well, they couldn't find somebody who wanted to do it, and then we were asked, and we're like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. We got it.
Why not?
So we played a Woodstock 99.
I've never had so much fun playing a show.
Yeah. We played a Woodstock 99 tribute show in which there was different bands that played as those bands. So we were Korn, there was Creed, there was Bush, there was
Alanis
Morissette.
That when I saw that on the billet, I was so like, I wish that I could just sing Alanis Morissette tribute.
She sounded so good.
She did.
I wish I could just sing Alanis. Like, I love Alanis Morissette.
Isn't it ironic? So we played obviously Rage Against the Machine and Limp Bizkit as well, and we played there, and it was a weird setup at first. But once we got going and the crowd was there, dude, it was
sold out, wasn't it? Like 200 something.
So it was sold out, but then they went, oh, we're still letting people in.
So hold on, where is this story coming from? How did you get here?
Creed.
Okay.
You said Creed.
I knew.
Okay.
I want.
No,
I
you
wasn't
said
listening.
Creed.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
I was texting his wife. Sorry.
So
For more
the
drinks.
show was sold out so much that as people were trying to get in, and the way this place was set up is it's like an old like Food Lion shopping center.
Okay.
You walk in and there's a bar restaurant area in the beginning that's literally as wide as the store, and the bar top is literally almost as wide as the store.
Bomb-ass food too.
Yeah, really good food, really good drinks. It's called the Cult Classic Brewery in Stevensville, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Kent Island, whatever, in Maryland. And
So good.
it has that room, but then there's another room in the back that you go into, and that it's like a theater where there's a stage, lighting, everything. Well, again, they were not letting people in those doors until like 7 o'clock. We did like a reverse sound check where every band would go in the reverse order. We went first for whatever reason as Korn.
Who was last?
Rage Against the Machine, which makes sense.
Which we're not going to talk about.
We're not going to talk about it. It should have not been Korn first. It doesn't matter. They said we're going with the way the Woodstock 99 festival
Wait, you were
went.
the first band?
We were the first band.
I thought for sure Atlantis was going to be the first because
I mean,
that
it's
was
cool because it was still fucking. It was packed when
But
we
you,
started.
but that's not what I
But it
mean.
doesn't
Like
make
Atlantis
sense to
feels like a low in comparison to some of
Yeah.
those. So you would start on the lower and build up.
So I thought the same thing,
Yeah.
but they were actually pretty like. It was pretty rocking for them
it was
too.
fun. It was.
I mean,
But
don't
it
get me
was
wrong. Like
still
I
weird
love
coming
Atlantis, and
from-
like she's got bops for sure.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Like
I know exactly what you mean.
I
Trust me.
thought she's got bops. You
like
laughing at
that,
that?
yeah.
But
got
I thought it was just I thought it was going to go in the order of how they were on the flyer,
So
and they were first on the flyer.
correct. The way they explained it to me, because again, I would believe you would want the most rocking bands last. You know what I mean?
We got some orange crush behind you.
Awesome.
By the way,
Somehow behind me. I would think it would go Alanis, Bush, Creed,
Like build up,
Korn, Limp Bizkit, and then Rage. Sure.
like build it up.
They said we're doing it in the order they played at Woodstock, and I went, well, that's weird because like the bands, just because the order's different, there was different days. So like Korn closed out like a Friday, and then Limp Bizkit closed out like a Saturday or the Sunday. So they're saying, well, Korn played first. Yeah, they did, but they were still the
That's
highest
weird.
build,
That seems weird to me.
highest build band on the night.
but
whatever,
if you want to
whatever.
see the whole set, it's on our Facebook. And
It is on our Facebook at Hit or Miss SOMD if you want to go on there. It's on our YouTube channel as well, which
What's up? What's up?
Hit or Miss SOMD. You can find it. We put that up there just because we had a lot of people that wanted to come, but again, everybody said it was sold out, so they couldn't buy tickets.
Someone
and then
said to
don't
me-
drive 2 hours and not be able to get in.
Someone was I had a guy that I
hit by
know
a
that was
car.
at your show at Toots just because I told him
You keep
about
talking.
it, and he came to it, and he was like, yeah, he actually messaged me that night after, like
Just
later
grab a
that
seat.
night, and was like, dude, that band was so fun, and I was like, I know,
For a good time.
like go to more.
For a good time.
But he was talking to me about the Cult Classic. He said, yeah, Mo was telling me about it, and he said, but so I was thinking about going, and I said. I said, just so you know, I think it's sold out.
Brent?
I think Brent said it was sold out. So he was like,
was
well,
Brent?
maybe I'll message Mo and see like what's up.
That's okay.
Like I'll message Mo and see if he knows like what's up. But I don't know.
What's up?
I don't know if he did, but like maybe he would have gone had he known, that he could have gotten in.
There was so many fucking people. I've never been in the mosh pit until that night. And I was like, this is fucking fun.
So
my favorite part before you, sorry, I know you want to tell your thing. Brent tried to stage
that's what I
dive.
was gonna say.
Brent
We
tried
were
to
gonna say
stage
the
dive.
same thing.
Everybody
He
moved out of
just
the way.
didn't.
Yeah.
So did he
Me
just fall
and
on the
Vinny
floor?
lost our shit. I've never seen Vinny laugh
well, he
as
didn't
hard as
fall
he
like-
did.
He didn't
He
like
hit a chair.
he didn't
It's cool.
but he landed like on his feet and his hands.
It's because both of them, they went like kind of like catty corner. They didn't go all the way. They just fucking went like that. And
Oh,
I
it
was
would have been so.
"Ugh,
Oh my god.
It was
We
pretty
I
saw
saw
him
him
jump.
post. I saw him post about it, and that's what I was gonna ask. Like,
It was fan-fucking-tastic. He just jumped. Me and Vinny saw.
so
they were
people
like,
moved. Like,
yeah, they said, "Fuck it, I'm not catching this big dude."
Look at that big motherfucker.
So
I ain't
he
catching
fucking
him.
jumped.
Ooh, ooh.
And we see him jump and then just disappear. And I
Yeah,
was
it was
like,
pretty
God.
funny.
oh my god, he's
I was
dead.
at that point, so I knew Rage was going to be fucking crazy. So I was like, I'm not going to be in the crowd. I don't want to take a square. So before that,
I
who
said,
were we
fuck
watching?
it.
We were watching Limp Bizkit, right? We
oh
brought-
my god, I saw
those
it with the
last two, I was like,
plyboard
fuck,
and
I'm
everything.
in the
That's
middle
fucking
of this
awesome.
bitch.
We brought the fucking 3/4 plywood sheet
Yeah.
out and got fucking whoever was
Phrase.
is Fred Durst on the plywood fucking singing in the crowd. And during that, I took a full beer to the face and chest because somebody they were
I was
just
next
like,
to you
dude.
for that, and I was like,
It
it's
was-
okay, it's fine.
Oh no, I wasn't mad. Honestly, it was so hot in there. I was like, oh. This feels great. What is that?
Well, I
Was
was,
that IPA?
I was saying it's fine to the guy that did it to you. I was like, it's
Oh,
fine,
yeah.
don't worry about it, he's fine.
Well, it wasn't my fault. I was just
Yeah,
standing there.
yeah,
you
so
know?
that's why I was talking
He
to the
got
other guy.
fucking
He was like, "Don't worry
elbowed.
about
I don't
it."
know if the guy elbowed the beer or like his chest, and he was like, whoop. But
It's so much fun.
it was a good time. And then that got a little rowdy. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to get accidentally shanked
I
or punched in the
stayed.
face
I
for
said,
rage.
fuck it.
So I stayed on the side, and me and it was Joey. Me and Joey were on the
Yeah,
side, and we're
yeah.
like videotaping shit. And Vinny jumps up. He's like, "Watch this shit!" and just fucking jumps in the crowd. I'm like, "Oh, all
Yeah,
right, cool."
he handed me
whatever.
the shit. It was like, here, hold this real quick. I was like, oh, you're gonna stage dive, aren't you? And he looked at me and was like,
What's up?
I was
What's
like,
up?
fuck yeah.
Wait, Brent or Vinny?
Vinny.
Vinny.
Vinny
And
staged
then-
dive first. That's why Brent did it.
And
So
then,
Vinny got caught.
yeah.
The same crowd
And
that
Brent
didn't catch
did not.
Brent. The same crowd.
That's so fucked.
essentially,
It
they're
was
the same. They're the same.
Oh, that's
they're the
so
same
fucked.
poundage too. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
because
one
Vinny's
shorter.
just taller, but
Yeah.
like
Brent
that's so
looks.
fucked.
Brent looks a little like we're not catching you. Sorry, we had a great
He
time
did
at Cult
kind of
Classic,
jump at
though.
the edge, though. I saw he like went that
Yeah.
way. Like maybe in the middle where there were more ragers, maybe it would have gone
Whatever.
over better. But
Yeah, he should have jumped towards me and Vinny. I don't know why he didn't. I thought that's where he was
maybe
going
just
with
to
it.
avoid the because the
Yeah,
singer was
so-
here. He
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
went
yeah.
around
The way,
singer.
so from my point of view, he was starting to go like literally straight
It
in.
looks like he went
and
around
he went,
the singer.
Oh, the singer's there, and let me go
Oh,
around
yeah,
him.
okay.
You got to think too, like that's a split-second decision.
Also had a lot of free alcohol. So.
Yeah. I was mad
Yeah.
because so we went there again, great venue, great people, great like service, everything. The food was
Atmosphere,
amazing,
yeah.
great atmosphere, great beer.
Till the end.
We won't talk about that. But we sit down and we like as soon as we get there, we order a beer because they wanted us there at 4:00 for fucking sound check. The show didn't start till 7:30, 8:00.
Yeah.
And it's an hour 45 away, and we're like, fuck it, whatever.
And y'all
we
played the night
we
before.
get there and we played the night before, whatever. We get there and literally the guy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need a couple minutes, probably like 45 minutes because I'm not ready for a sound check." And like I'm staring at my watch. My wife wanted to come, but she was working till 3,
Yeah.
so she couldn't because we had to be there at 4. Well, I'm like, she could have came with us, you know. And then
That sucks.
by the time we sound checked, it was 6:45. There was 2 bands that they did their sound check was literally
The whole
practicing
set.
their whole set because they never got together and practiced.
Yeah. Which they sounded good.
They did sound good.
Everybody sounded
We-
fucking amazing that night.
We did think we were going to go in there with like, hey, we're the only people taking it seriously and we're going
No
to
way,
whatever. And
I knew for
every-
sure Mo and them were gonna take it seriously. Like Mo shaved his fucking head and everything.
I
Like,
fucking hated it.
Mo's the only one
like,
that took it seriously.
that was Brent painted his
We're not gonna
face.
talk about that, Steve.
Brett painted his face.
He
Brent
he
painted his
did.
face.
I mean, he
did.
painted his
That's
face.
cool.
It
But,
sounded
you
okay.
know, yeah.
Oh my god.
Mo even texted me later. He was like, it was okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We're not
I
gonna
can't
talk
believe he
about
shaved
that
his
part.
head for it.
He looked great.
That
He
was
looked great.
Everybody
crazy.
sounded amazing.
That was so
Creed,
crazy.
so fucking good.
So that's where I wanted to go.
I only really saw videos of you guys and No-Go because I follow you both. So
I got a video of
so I
Brent just
saw-
fucking singing his little heart out.
yeah, I saw those videos, like the videos of you guys doing Korn and the videos of No-Go doing Limp Bizkit, and I thought both sounded great. I didn't see any of the other bands because I don't follow
So
it.
follow Defrail.
I've seen
the
them
Creed
before.
band.
That was the Creed band. Well,
Didn't-
actually,
they did Alanis Morissette too.
So the band did.
Yeah,
and they had a different
and a
singer.
girl. Yeah.
Whoever's that vocalist, I don't know.
He was
who
great, dude.
I
He
never
was
even
wearing
got
the
his name.
shirt and everything, the white
Tucked in the
shirt.
front, had
I
some
told him,
boots
I was like,
on.
dude, you need a fucking fan in the front for your hair to just be flowing in the
Okay,
wind.
guys, we need to
So
talk
much
about
fun.
the movie.
What movie?
Oh yeah.
I think that's the call to
You know
back.
what? Let's do it.
Stranger Than Fiction, runtime 113 minutes. Look, they're playing the Columbia Pictures thing here. Like it's like fucking just starting over. Anyways, 113 minutes.
Orange Crush.
It was the movie, even though it's a little long, let's be real, it's almost 2 hours long. It doesn't feel
long.
It doesn't feel long. I think this movie's very, very well paced. Randy didn't watch it in one sitting, so
Randy doesn't watch anything in
I was
one
so
sitting
tired
because he
from the
like, gets so
weekend.
sleepy.
I was done. Right.
I get it. You left my house at like 8:30
I'm
the
gonna
other
tell your
night.
sister there's a ton of things. So I feel like
By the way, Sunday night you left at like 8:30.
yeah,
Nah, it was like 9 o'clock.
I was in fucking bed immediately.
Yeah,
I
bet.
walked in the door, I looked at Brett, I was like, "Nah, dude."
See ya. All good. I stayed up till the main event of WrestleMania on Sunday night didn't start till like 11:15, and then that match was like
I
an
would've been
hour
sleeping
long.
on the couch.
Yeah, all good. All good. We're not gonna get into that because I got thoughts.
Yeah.
But Stranger Than Fiction was released on November 10th, 2006.
Day after my
Guess what grade I was in?
10th.
6th.
Oh fuck me! I graduated that year along with Tara.
November?
Well,
No.
okay, well that year. So we were already.
Oh,
was
yeah,
seventh-
of that
seventh
year,
grade.
we
7th grade.
We graduated in June of 2006, so we were
already We
out
were
of
fucking in college.
first year of college.
Ooh.
when that movie
7th
came out.
grade.
Fuck you.
It was actually the day after my 18th birthday. This movie came out.
Really.
Hmm?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, because my birthday's in November, so I wasn't 18 when I graduated. I turned 18.
Oh,
later
now I
that
know
year.
when your
same,
birthday is.
same,
You're not
same,
getting a
same.
present.
My birthday's
I turned
November
18
9th.
like 7 days before I went to the Marine
Scorpio.
Corps.
Wait, what?
7,
You went to the
no,
Marine
5
Corps in
days before I
7th
went to
grade?
the Marine Corps.
Yes,
No.
in 7th grade. That's when he
You son
decided.
of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Box office that week. The top 10. Number 10. A Good Year.
Tire?
I'm assuming it's about tires.
I don't think that it is.
NASCAR.
Has anybody seen the
I'm going
movie?
with NASCAR.
Has anybody seen the movie Rubber?
Yes, dumbest fucking movie, but I love it so much.
I know.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's about a murdering tire.
Like who?
A Good Year is a rom-com.
Oh,
Who's in it?
better be fucking
Starring Jessica Biel.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
I was gonna go with Danny McBride.
No.
He seems like a NASCAR
Not,
guy.
not. Oh, well, it's not a NASCAR.
I know it's
Russell
not, but
Crowe
I
is
just
in it.
wish
It's
he
a
was in it.
rom-com. I don't know. It doesn't have good reviews.
Get fucking Danica Patrick. I'm turning left.
She's so
Number 9. The Return.
of the
Better bust that
Jedi?
phone back up because I have no
don't know
idea.
what
Of
either.
the
that is
Jedi?
either.
Nope, just The Return.
Of the Mac.
Have you seen Return of the Jedi yet?
Reba?
Hold on. We started our Star Wars thing. Have you seen Return
I'm
of the
on
Jedi?
It's
The
called The
fourth one.
Return.
The Return. You're on what?
The 4th one.
So you're
I
on
haven't watched it since.
episode 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Phantom Menace.
The last thing I remember. No, it might be on the 3rd
It's a
one. Because
whole-
the last
it's
thing I
a-
remember is they're in the woods.
It's a
The
thriller.
woods.
Well, that's Return of the
And
Jedi.
there. It
Like
is?
little fucking bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ewoks.
Ewoks.
God, I love that movie, but I fucking hate Ewoks.
It's a thriller, and it doesn't have good ratings either.
I bet it didn't. Number 8.
That's why I was written down.
Quite possibly my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. The Prestige.
That's a really good movie.
That's the magic one?
Really good. I'm gonna say
I haven't
something.
watched it yet.
I love magic. I'm a magician at
All
heart.
right, Barney.
Dude, okay.
You still
not
haven't
gonna-
done card tricks with me.
I'll do it. We'll do some
Like,
card tricks
goddamn.
later. When How I Met Your Mother came out and Barney was Barney in that, I was like,
Womanizer, but was also into magic.
right. I was like, this is my guy here. This is my guy. What also, he is in the fucking magic thing in real life. So like the
Yeah,
Magic
he does. He
Castle
is
in
into
Las
that.
Vegas, he's
Yep.
in it, and I fucking want to go there, but it's
He is.
invite only.
I watched something. I don't remember what it was, but he was
Invite
doing like a
only.
tour of his house. Like
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
tour of his
yeah,
house, and
like,
he
yeah.
had some like magic stuff even in his house. I think he even did like a trick like on the
What a guy.
thing.
What a guy. I'll
him.
remind me. I'll do a
I
card trick
love
for you later
him.
tonight.
If I guess it,
What do you mean guess like the trick? I'm
Like
gonna
how
do?
he
like
did it.
how you do it,
Oh,
I need something in return.
like what?
Like a blowjob, or like
No.
he wants a
I'll
blow.
tell
He
you.
wants a
I'll
blowy
touch it.
from you.
You want me to touch it? I'll
Steve?
touch
no,
it.
I don't wanna
A
touch it.
little tickle.
Whatever. Number 7.
I want to see it.
I just give me a peek. Just give me a peek. Number 7.
Pull the rabbit out the hat, man.
Oh, The Departed.
Also, a good one.
You know, as much as I like that
Are
movie,
you a cop?
Are you a co-op? As much as I like that movie, I don't want to watch it ever again.
It's really long.
Not only
And
I know I've
that,
seen it.
it's stressful.
It is very stressful.
Right?
Like it's like
You
it's
just
definitely
hold
like
on.
anxious. Like
You just did fucking Schitt's Creek to me. Really stressful. Like, oh my god, David.
I
Sorry.
do that a lot.
Like,
And maybe I did it before and I just didn't realize
Maybe.
it, but I realize it so much more now after watching it.
you're right.
Oh my god.
Number
Fucking
6,
show.
A Babel.
Babylon?
No, just Babel.
Alon?
Babel. Babylon. No, just Babel.
Where are these movies coming from?
Babel. A Babel.
This was Brad Pitt, right?
Probably. It makes sense.
Yeah. Brad Pitt, Kate Blanchett,
Kate Blanchett.
Clay Aiken.
I need to get it.
Alejandro
Clay Aiken.
Gonzalez.
What are you watching? The American Idol new season?
I met him,
How was that?
Clay Aiken. It's fine. I met all of
That's fine.
I met
Bo Bice. What?
the whole top 10 that
So Bo
season.
Bice then. Wasn't Bo Bice in that?
Who the fuck is Bice?
Bo Bice was like the runner-up to
You're
that.
saying Bill Bice?
Bo
Clay
Bice.
Aiken was the
Bo
runner.
Bice.
Clay Aiken was the runner.
Who was the winner?
Ruben Studdard.
Yeah, okay.
But Kelly
Clay
Pickler.
Aiken was the runner-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't the winner. Ruben Studdard won.
What is he doing now?
Either of them are doing
Nothing.
anything. I don't
Well,
think.
Clay's on the new season of American Idol.
Doing what?
I don't know if he's a judge or a guest
He's not
judge for
judging.
like
Maybe
a
host.
couple of episodes.
I know he's not judging.
I
Host?
saw like a Facebook reel,
No, Ryan Seacrest host,
maybe
right?
an Instagram reel of something of him being on it, and someone going like, "Oh my god, my mom was on the episode that Clay Aiken was on," and Clay Aiken's like, "I'm fucking Clay Aiken," and she didn't know that was him. Yeah.
Because I know right now it's still Katie and Lionel and Luke.
As much as
judging.
Fuck Katie, what's up?
sure, but I don't like her.
I'm not really a big fan either.
Mm,
I've liked
She
some
got
of her stuff, but
bigger
her
like
songs,
movies.
sure,
she's a little
yeah,
me
too much.
to me.
Number 5, Saw 3.
Couldn't tell you which one that was.
Have you seen all the Saw
All of
movies?
them. All of them. Couldn't tell you which
Saw
one it was.
3
So
is
Saw.
Go for it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, you
No,
sure?
I want Tara to tell me.
So, I was gonna say I know because
Shotgun
Saw.
shells.
Yeah, Saw 2 was the one where they were all in the house and the one girl was in on it the whole time.
And she's going through the fucking needle pit.
Oh my god,
I
I,
love that.
hated
Ooh,
that.
I remember that.
I hated that part.
Okay.
But Saw 3 was it was another group of people though, wasn't it? And like 5 or 6 people or something. And yeah, there
It was like
a,
it was a warehouse, and there was
yeah.
a chick who was a nurse who was trying to keep Jigsaw alive through the whole movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
and
now.
like the one guy makes it
Yeah.
to the end and like
Yeah.
the chick is
Shoots
still
everybody,
there.
and then
Yeah.
I love the
I feel
Saw
like
movies
I
and
really
hate them all.
feel
Yeah.
like I only saw because the detective was,
They all merge together in my brain.
but in the third one, it's when the detectives are also kind of
Yep.
all
going
the
through it
same.
too. So I think that's the last one I saw. I think I only saw the first.
So I believe
3.
Saw 3 is when it opens, the detective, the lady detective from
Yeah.
Starship Troopers gets her ribs like flayed in the beginning.
And the guy, because the guy detective
call it?
is
Flayed?
going through
Flayed.
it, isn't he? Or is that the fourth one
Flayed.
where the guy detective is going through the stages?
That's the 4th one, I believe. The
Because I
detective.
remember the guy detective being in the third one, but then
Where
he
he gets-
actually goes
where he gets-
through
Together at the end.
the very end.
Right.
Because doesn't he go through it? Isn't he like trying to save people as he's going through? That's the fourth one.
Yeah, and the fifth one, I believe they're wearing buckets on their heads.
That's all
Okay,
the
so
same
maybe I've
fucking
I've
movie.
only seen
But
the
they're-
four. Maybe I've seen
They're
four
so
then.
entertaining.
I don't know.
They really
But
are.
I
But it's
love
like the same thing,
gore.
like the
Ew.
the Hostel movies and stuff. Like there's so much, but
Hasselhoff?
it's like
The first Hostel
Hostile.
is really good. The second one's decent, and the third one's so bad that I
never saw
love it.
the
I
third
fucking
one.
love it.
I fucking love the end of the third one where she feeds his dick to the fucking dogs. I was like, yes, bitch.
In the first one,
No,
second one,
second one.
second
What did
one.
I
You
say?
said third. You said third.
Oh, I don't think
Second
I've
one,
seen the
second
third.
one.
Okay,
The second
1, 2,
one.
The
3.
third one's like
1,
a
2, 3.
bachelor party kind of situation in like Vegas, and it turns into the same thing.
I don't know that I've seen the third one, but I
seen-
love
Any Hostel?
The first one, probably.
Okay.
I
Second one's
love that she gets him in the chair and she's got a gun to his head or she's got the what was it clippers
Yeah, something like that.
around his dick.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have bank accounts and here, give me it. Tell me
yeah,
because
yeah.
they're like, oh my god, she's rich. Like they just thought she was some random
Yep.
tourist and she's like
Fuck, I'm gonna
fucking
watch these
loaded. She's like, give me a number and they're like, no. Anyone who's here, you can't leave unless you
Yeah.
kill
I
someone,
will say
so.
I'm not a very squeamish person when it comes to watching horror type movies.
those movies do push it.
One scene for me in the first Saw that made me go, oh fuck.
The foot.
Not the foot.
Oh.
The fucking Achilles tendon.
Mm.
Hoo boy.
I love that shit.
That is my
I would much rather watch a movie like that than like a scary movie. Like I like the
I love
gross
all
shit.
of it.
yeah, me too. I want to see
And your
guts
sister
going.
doesn't.
Blah, blah,
It really is
I know,
disappointing.
but like because
Just
here's
watch it.
I still remember to this day the first time I watched The Hills Have Eyes because it traumatically
The
affected
original
me.
or the remake in the 2000s?
The remake in the 2000s.
Okay.
Because it like traumatized me. Like the whole because it's like whatever like it does not ease into it
Oh,
at
it
all.
ramps up real quick.
It's like 10 minutes and then all of a sudden
rape.
the dad is on the fucking cross with like burning and the family's watching him. He's raping the daughter. The dog dies. Like it's like and I was like, what
Oh, it's
the
in
fuck am I watching? I can't. But I love that the dog gets to fucking kill a couple of the monsters. The other dog, because they had two.
I like the original better, but
Never seen the original.
the movie is good for when it came out and what it is.
I mean, I liked the remake of the first one better than the sequel that they did. The sequel that they did though went even further with the rape stuff, which bothered me more. Like it's not necessary. Like I get it.
She almost said my favorite word.
What?
Unnecessary?
Okay. Thank you.
It's
What's number
unnecessary.
4? Let's move on.
Unnecessary.
Number
is
That's
four.
my
number
favorite
4.
word.
Unnecessary?
Just-
Is it
we're gonna move
necessary
past
for
it.
me to
We're going to move past it.
drink my own
Yep.
urine? Number 4, Stranger Than Fiction.
Aw, not even top
I
3.
mean,
No.
Although I feel like the top 3's got to be good because some of these movies that are on the top 10 are fucking duds.
What did your
All
phone
right.
have to do with that?
Because I looked up those
she looked at the
3
movie. So she said, I looked it up on this phone.
and they were duds. So like,
All right, top 3 in no particular order, and then you got to guess them.
I'm going to write it down.
The Santa
brain
Claus
that
3.
fragile.
Oh, okay.
What?
What? What's up, dude?
The third one's the worst one.
Flushed Away.
Oh my god, with the mice, or rats.
Borat.
Are you fucking kidding? This is the top 3. All those movies in 1 week. Okay.
I invented chill.
What weeks are they all?
Second, all of them.
All of them are in their second week.
That doesn't help, does it? Randy's going
Claus.
Santa Claus 1, Borat 2, and Flushed Away 3.
You
Tara
didn't
is-
even remember
I
the
wrote
word.
the
You didn't
other
even
one,
remember.
yeah.
What did you
The-
write? What is it?
The other one. The other one. Didn't even remember what the last one was.
What a guy.
I'm gonna say Borat number 1,
Borat.
Santa Claus number 2, Flushed Away number 3.
Actual retail price?
Tara's right.
What's up? What's up?
Number 1, Borat. Number 2, Santa Claus 3. Number 3, Flushed Away.
Flushed Away.
Flushed
The Santa
Away.
Claus 3 is the worst one, but I still put it at number 2 because it's a Christmas movie, and
It's not.
the other 2 were good, so I knew people were gonna go.
It's
see
not
never
the
seen Borat.
worst movie. You don't need to support
It's
it.
not. It's yeah. It's,
Santa Claus 3 is not the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen.
it's the worst of those 3.
But I
that the one with Jack Frost?
love Martin
Yes.
Short.
It is.
So, like,
Oh my god, it sucked.
But like
But
it just
Martin
didn't
Short-
feel like it was on the same page as the other 2. That's why it was like
the first Santa Claus to me,
amazing. One of my favorite Christmas movies.
Santa Claus 2 is not anywhere close to it, but it's still decent.
Still decent.
But Santa Claus 1 just is like such a special.
So good.
It's almost like a time capsule movie. You know what I mean? Like everything.
Almost
feels
everyone
right.
I know
With,
has that in their top like Christmas movies.
That's the one with the clone, right?
The second one's
the
clone.
second one. Yeah.
It just feels slapstick and like Disney Channel original movie-ish.
Yeah.
This third movie feels better than that. Like it's not a Disney Channel movie, but it's still not good.
Not good. Yeah.
But the first movie just feels like a classic.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I know I've said it on this show before, where like I put my Christmas movies in tiers, and I
Sure.
watch them in the order of like how close it is to Christmas.
Sure.
And I save my top tier Christmas
Just
movies.
Friends is a Christmas movie.
I'll
It
give
is.
you. I'll
It
give
is.
you that.
It
It
is.
does.
So Die Hard
But
would
I
be too.
save my top tier Christmas movies for the week of Christmas, like the days leading up to Christmas.
Sure.
And the Santa Claus and the Muppets Christmas Carol are like the last two Christmas movies that I watch before it's
got you.
Christmas.
I'm a
like, those
Muppet
are
of a
like-
man.
Fucking hate the Muppets.
That's our dad's favorite Christmas movie, I think.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I love the Muppets.
I hate
Have you ever seen the actual Muppet Show?
Yeah.
Oh, you hate the Muppets not the Muppets Christmas movie, like
No,
the
I hate
Muppets.
The Muppets. Not
It's
a
not
fan.
easy being green.
Straight up not a fan, dog.
Randall.
Kermie.
Kermie.
It's so stupid.
I fucking love the Muppets, guy.
So dumb.
I
love the
love
Muppets.
I think that the Muppets Christmas Carol is just like
what's the guy with the hook for the nose?
Gonzo.
Gonzo. I love Gonzo.
Gonzo, he's the narrator of the.
Of almost everything they do, right?
But they calls him Mr. Dickens, like the rat Rizzo or whatever his name is, calls him like Mr. Dickens, making fun of him.
What's
If you watch the newest Muppet
Eager!
movie, if you watch the newest Muppet movie with Jason Segel,
Jason
and you
Segel.
don't think that's a good fucking movie, we're not friends anymore, Randy.
That's not true. I will still be over here.
I'm gonna kick you out of my house.
No, you're
Just
not.
because you're over here doesn't mean he has to see you as a friend,
That's fine. I'll hang out with Tiffany.
business associate
We'll
at
make
that
orange
point.
crushes.
No,
we'll make
she's
dinner and
she's
you
gonna
won't
agree
fucking
with
eat.
me because that movie's great. I'm a Muppet of a man.
Who's the girl in that?
Isla Fisher.
Right.
Come on.
Could not. Well, you know what? Cameron Diaz kept coming to my head, and I think it's because of that movie, that sex movie, the sex tape, that movie they did together, and I couldn't not get them apart.
I got you. There was a
figure it out.
movie that came out with
Sex tape.
not sex tape.
That's what I said. That's what I said,
Okay,
sex
you know
tape.
you're
I
right.
forgot.
With
I forgot.
what's her face from Bridesmaids? Am I thinking of
Melissa
SNL?
McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy, the Happy
She's
Time
funny.
Murders,
I like her.
and it was a Muppet movie,
Oh yeah.
but it was like mature.
yeah.
It's on Netflix. I remember going to theaters
haven't
to
watched
watch
it.
it, and like there was 2 scenes where I was like, "This is fucking wild," and then that's all I remember of the movie. Beyond that, shit.
She is funny.
In certain things,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There are some things where it's like
she's trying to.
it's just not funny to me, and I know that that's how they wrote her, and like that's what she's doing. But when she's more simplistic, actually, is when I find her.
I
really
think
funny.
when she's a secondary character, she works the best. If she's the
Like I
main
loved
character.
her in Bridesmaids. I thought she was fucking hilarious in Bridesmaids.
What is she in Bridesmaids?
Yeah, she's a supporting role.
Right.
She's the one in that TV show about angels. And
Mike
shit.
and Molly? What? No. Angels.
You know,
I
you
know
know
what
what I'm
you're
talking about.
talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about. What is it called?
Because that
She's in Mike and Molly.
fucking
too, but
hilarious. Oh my god. What is that show
It's
called?
like the. Oh my god.
It's actually.
I
a
know
really
exactly
funny
what
show.
you're talking about because the guy's like.
I am confused.
Yeah.
When I
You
name
gotta-
the show, when I say the
if you
show, you'll
watch it,
probably.
it's actually pretty funny.
I will
It's
still
really
be
good.
confused.
I don't. What is it on now?
Is it
God's
better?
favorite idiot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never heard of that in my life.
It's.
Well, her
pretty
husband
funny.
is in it too.
I like him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's
So
also in a lot of stuff she's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was in Bridesmaids too. He was the
Ghostbusters.
air patrolman, the air marshal or whatever. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "I've got your back."
If I have to watch all these movies and TV shows that you want me to, you need to watch that one.
I took 8 puppies.
What was it called again?
God's favorite.
God's
idiot.
favorite idiot.
Oh, what's it on?
I think it's on Netflix.
I think it's on Netflix too. Yeah.
How many episodes?
It's a
It's just
decent
one
amount.
season. I
It's
Yeah.
think.
more than 6. No.
Yeah.
What
I got-
show do
I
you
got a
watch
lot-
that's only 6?
There's a
I
lot.
hope it is only 6.
The original Office is like 6 episodes.
Well, that's UK.
Yeah.
They do what
and
they
it's
want.
better.
Well, Debatable.
That show has bad ratings.
But it's funny. It's it's funny.
Most of the
Now,
stuff.
audience scored it high.
Okay,
but
I was gonna say
critics
most of the stuff that I like has bad fucking ratings.
It
so,
is.
Right
It is
now.
on Netflix, and there are 8 episodes.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
You can do that.
When I get through Schitt's Creek, because I'm almost done it.
Good, thank fucking God.
Oh my God!
You're only, like,
is this your
3
still
years
first time
late.
watching it?
David.
3 years.
Oh my God, David!
Look,
Isn't it good though? I've been telling you to watch it for so long.
the reason why,
especially as a
hold on.
Canadian.
Okay, that's what I got to get to.
And you got
is
Eugene.
I love Eugene Levy. The reason why I put it off
Dan
for the,
is hilarious in that show.
I do love Dan. The
So
reason why I put it off for so
and
long
The daughter.
was because I
Alexis.
didn't want to get
No.
through it quickly. Does that make sense?
You're
I heard
full
it
of
was
shit.
no.
You just didn't want to watch it.
No.
Listen,
Also-
it goes fast though. It really does. Because
Right.
even when I rewatch it, I feel like I get through it really quick
Like-
because they're only half-hour episodes.
Exactly. So How
There's
I
only
Met Your
6
Mother
seasons.
is one of my favorite sitcoms, along with Seinfeld, but that's a different thing.
Did you watch the follow one?
I
Just
Those
real
are
quick.
it's
very
it's
Yes
in
or no?
it's in yeah it's
Okay,
in my
okay.
backlog.
Okay.
So I
Which
did
one?
How I Met Your Father.
With Hillary Duff.
It's
God,
okay.
she's
My
so
wife watched
fucking
it.
hot.
It's okay.
She's great.
Again, I don't want to get through shows that I want to watch quickly. So like there's a lot of shows that I just let me watch an episode a week or whatever, right?
See, but when I really like something, I can't. I want to binge it.
I get
Like,
it, but I don't want to because I
You don't
want
want it to be done.
I want to bask in it. You know what I mean?
You don't
Like,
want it to
I
be
wanna-
done. I
watch
get
it
it. I
again.
get it.
But see, it's
You
not
can
the
watch
same.
it again and still laugh.
Yeah, but you can watch it again, but you've already been through it. You know
No,
what I mean?
I
Like,
get it because there are sometimes where I wish that I could just go back and watch some of those shows.
Yeah, well,
and had
love
never
to.
like I wish that I could watch Game of Thrones again and had never for the first time.
Not me.
And like not know when all these random people are gonna die and
Don't
stuff
get
like
me
that.
started
Like,
on Game of Thrones.
or like go back and watch Friends for the first time.
Okay,
you
I
know what I
understand
mean? Like
that.
something that like
If I could
I
go
had-
back
or New Girl
and watch
for the
Home
first time.
Improvement for the first time, guy.
My dad
If I
was
had to
Tim
watch
Allen,
Friends again, I don't know if I would. To be honest with you.
but you love it.
I do.
I've
But
heard a
if
lot
I,
of. There's
if I
a.
had to watch it now from the beginning,
I'm
I don't
not
know if I
saying-
could
so-
make it through.
It's loud.
It is, isn't
Ding
it?
ding ding. Are we bringing the cows home? No. So Friends, there's a TikTok trend where
things that are
young
offensive.
kids are going back and watching Friends and seeing
say
how.
what you said, say what you meant. Millennials.
Well, it's not millennials. We're millennials.
We're millennials.
Gen Z, Gen X. I don't fucking know. I'm
Gen
old.
Z, Gen X is
They're going back and
above us.
watching like old shows like Friends and realizing, wow, this is not racist, but
They
it does.
pushed it.
It's not good for the time. And I don't think Friends would be. I think Home Improvement would be a little worse than Friends. There's a lot of sexist stuff in Home Improvement, but it makes. I understand why.
Honestly,
and at the
I
end,
think Fresh Prince too.
but at the end of
Don't
every episode, it
ever
comes
disrespect
back.
his name.
It comes back to being a good message, right?
What I'm saying is like because I went back and I was watching Fresh Prince because like I like the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
But I went back and I
Uncle
was
Phil.
watching it now, and the way that they speak about women is atrocious on that show.
A lot of 90s
Like
shows.
it's
yeah.
really bad.
It's very bad. But again, every show at the end of it,
Watch yourself.
it comes around and everything's good. Full House, Home Improvement, Fresh Prince, whatever. It's a full arcing story through the episode to like teach you something.
Growth and stuff.
There's nothing like that now. Now, is that us growing up with entertainment to where now what we're watching is mature and we're not watching older stuff? I don't feel like when you go and watch a sitcom on a Thursday or Friday night on ABC, you're getting those same messages. You know what I mean? It's just shock value or fucking bloody, shootouts or whatever. Like there's no message I'm finding from shows. Like
You know what though? Like something that I thought had like a really good message. Stranger Than Fiction when
okay, look
He
at this. Look at this.
decides
We're getting back to it.
to like really live his life
Touche.
and then finds out he has to die. Like that's a shame. But like he was like,
Do you not want to be here?
I'm gonna do it.
Do you want to hurry this up or
I'm
something?
gonna do it. I don't know. I'm just trying to be you, like last episode where you were just like,
There were
Let's
so
fucking
many
through this.
fucking people here.
not
last
then.
episode.
The last episode I was on,
Oh.
where you brought it up like 6 times that we needed to get back on track to the movie.
Sometimes I'm over it.
What movie were we talking about?
Exactly.
What movie did we review last time? Did I pick it? I think I picked it.
You did because you're before Wally, aren't you?
What fucking movie did we? Oh, we
I
did
don't know.
Encino Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
us not talking
That
about
was
it. Yeah.
stupid, so that made sense.
Whatever. Hey, budget of this movie.
Yeah.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah.
What do we think it costs to make?
Terra first.
Yeah, Terra
I
first.
think it
yeah.
costs.
You son of a bitch.
You would.
It's a good thing we have more.
We got a jug.
Okay.
We're doing
But
the
there's
TV and
also
movie
something
trivia.
in it.
I
Can't
like
reach
both
it.
of these.
Can't-
Ew,
can't-
please
can't
don't put
reach
your
it.
whole
There's
hand in
something
it.
there.
Is it not pulp?
Something.
Don't worry about
We're
it.
not going to talk about it. Go ahead.
What's the? Is there only one over here? Give me one of
Give me
those.
one.
Okay, that one's gone. TV and movie trivia time.
Got it. Hit the music, Steve.
They're both good.
I don't have one yet because Randy hasn't made
No,
it.
you got the boom, 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 boom.
Well, she's got to ask the question first.
Okay. What is Jennifer Grey's character carrying when she first speaks to Johnny in Dirty Dancing?
A lead pipe.
I would absolutely know the answer to this. I love this fucking movie. Love this movie.
Nope, that's the wrong movie. Fuck if I know. I've never seen Dirty Dancing.
Oh my God,
fucked
Randall!
We're
seen
drinking
Grease.
tonight.
Oh my
seen
God! Those are very different.
Yeah, Grease and Ghost is very
No.
Dirty Dancing.
Although I see what you did there.
Oh shit, that's wrong then.
Too late. Too late.
Oh my
Music's
God,
done.
you guys both. I said Jennifer Grey's not even in Ghost. Patrick Swayze is. That's
Yeah,
it.
a fucking.
It's too late, dude.
What is Jennifer Grey's
Why'd you write
character
your name?
carrying when
'Cause
she
it's me.
first speaks to Johnny?
I said a sweater.
I said a sock.
Okay, she's wearing tube socks through that whole movie.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Miss
It's
Tasty?
a watermelon.
You want to party with
Yeah,
us?
no
She's
idea.
carrying
I
watermelon.
put Clay
Fuck am
down
I
first
supposed to
because I
know?
thought
You
we were
did
talking
put
about
Clay
Ghost.
down. He also wrote his name on the fucking
Okay,
board
well,
like
you
a
both have to
weirdo.
drink for that, but I'll give you one
Okay,
more.
what's the second
Is it
question?
easier?
What year did Family Guy premiere?
Oh, I know that.
You're a son of a bitch.
Don't look at me.
Don't know.
You better guess.
I know I'm right.
No, that's way early. You're
Fuck.
right.
Yeah.
But
wanna
you
know-
guys both still have to drink. 'Cause
Okay,
you got
that's
that
fine.
other one.
You want to know why I'm right? Because I remember
Fucking
the right
watch
answer.
Family Guy.
well that, and I remember staying up after the Super Bowl in 1999, where the
watch-
Broncos played the Falcons, to record
Oh
it
my
on
God.
VHS because I was so excited for Stewie in that goddamn show.
Why?
Because Stewie
he's
looked
funny.
amazing.
It looked.
Well, like the every like commercial that I saw about it, where it was just
was
like
funny.
talking about whatever. And I'm not gonna do the Stewie voice because I'll fucking murder it.
Do it.
No,
I want you to do
because
it
the
so bad.
earlier Stewie voice is different
It is a
than the
little bit
later
different,
Stewie
yeah.
voice.
I don't like it.
I'm trying to think of like a early Stewie. Mother, no.
Mom,
Mom.
mommy,
Mommy.
mommy, mother. What? Hi.
Hey.
You've impeded my work since the day I've escaped from your. Fuck! What would he say? Something
No.
Bastille.
You fucked up.
I'm no longer interested. I did though. Like I also I really liked Maggie Gyllenhaal in this, and I also didn't like how he wouldn't take her cookies.
Those look
She
fucking
baked
good,
them just
dude.
for him.
Yeah, but
I
So-
text my dad
I
right
can't
when I was
take 'em. That's
watching
a
that
gift.
scene, and I was
a
like,
gift.
I need some of Ray's famous chocolate chip cookies, like now.
so
Thank
when
you.
I was watching it,
Let's fucking
I
go,
thought
Dad.
For some
No.
reason, it was gonna be pot cookies. I thought he was gonna eat them and be just high as fuck.
I mean, I
wrong
get that.
time.
I get
for
that.
that.
She seemed
Was it,
very.
It was, yeah.
She seemed very
Progressive.
Progressive. Okay. Let's get some pot brownies.
I mean,
She was the kind of person that would.
I meant like for that, like wrong time for that movie, like for it to be in that movie.
True.
Was it though? Because
Yeah.
he was upstairs the entire day just because of
No.
a fucking box she put everything in.
Time of like life, like 2006. Like it wasn't really like movies that had a lot of pot in them were like
When was Half Baked?
98.
earlier than that. But that's what I was gonna say. Those were like
Have you seen Half Baked?
over the
Yeah.
top comedy movies.
Okay.
Those were like stoner movies, not like sprinkled in a little here and there.
Maui, wowie. Sorry. Budget time. What do we think it costs to make this movie? Tara.
$20 million.
$20 million.
11.
11. I guess 15.
I do feel like. I mean, I feel like it was low
I mean, what do you need? in
because
this
they
movie?
didn't really
nothing
do.
happened.
I
They're not
mean,
going
everything they
anywhere.
needed was in the city. They didn't go anywhere. They
There's
didn't travel
some
anywhere.
CG, right? Like, with them doing all this stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
There's
But
Will
then-
Ferrell, which is
Yeah.
kind of big at this time.
Dustin Hoffman. Emma.
Emma Thompson.
Yeah,
Queen
she's
Latifah.
Queen Latifah. Yeah.
for just the
She's a-
role that she
was
had.
a rapper.
No, but for just the role that she
What's
had,
her real
probably
name?
wasn't a big. Oh, I know this.
Elizabeth?
What is it?
I think it's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
I think it's Elizabeth.
Not to be,
Is that the
Whatever.
Is Queen?
but I feel like an
Queen Elizabeth.
African American woman named Elizabeth feels wrong.
I feel like you are being whatever.
Sure, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It just doesn't
I was
work.
fucking way off.
Yeah, it's probably like
Dana.
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 Elaine?
Yep. Yep.
Owens?
Dana
Yep.
Elaine Owens. That's so
Hey.
basic compared to Queen Latifah. Good
You
for her.
know whose real name, whose birth name is Tara?
Oprah.
Yours.
Carmen Electra.
Oh, what's her real name? Tara. What?
Tara Lee Cook.
That's a better name than Carmen Electra.
That's her real name.
I
I think there was already a Tara Lee in the business,
Gotcha.
and that's why she
Biz.
changed
Not
it.
to
but-
be whatever, but she still looks good.
Mm.
I'll give her credit. And you know what? I don't think she's
Carmen?
done very much to her face.
Tara?
She probably has done some stuff to her
Her
face,
real
but
name is Tara. That's like my
not-
claim. I mean,
not.
I don't claim Tara Reid.
I
So
got
like,
the same name as Carmen. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
it's
You
a
wanna
fun
party with
factoid to
us?
tell people
You know
that
who
that's
looks
her real name.
bad? Courtney Cox.
Not
Ew,
anymore.
I saw a video of her.
She-
No, I saw a video of her like 2 days ago. I'm like, ew.
No, I think she looks a lot better than she did when she had all of her
Denise Richards looks
fillers
bad
and
too.
Botox.
She still does.
No, she got them diffused.
Still looks bad.
Have you seen
Yes.
Scream 6?
Looks like she went.
No, because I'm not going to watch that. But I follow.
You
I follow.
should.
Wait, you
I
should.
follow her on
You should.
Because
Instagram.
it was actually really
It was
good.
pretty good.
I follow her on Instagram.
I do too.
Steve
That's how I
guessed
saw it.
$15 million.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Where we at?
Actual retail budget
Mm.
30 million.
Oh shit. Okay.
A little higher than I thought.
Higher than that has to be salaries. I feel like.
Probably. Box office. What do we think it made in its theatrical run?
So it was number 4 first week.
Which isn't bad for this type of movie.
55. Sorry. Going ahead of you.
She's thinking. I could put the Jeopardy theme back on.
Just thinking. Let it happen. Her brain's working. She's almost there.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
like 85.
And we've
85.
Okay.
I guessed 60. Overall budget, box office, 53.7.
What's up, Miss Tasty?
Look at this guy, Randy.
You want to
getting
party
close.
with us?
Opening weekend, it made 13.4, which is
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. 13.4 is pretty high. Tomatometer time. The Roddy T's.
I saw it.
Did
Sorry.
you?
What?
I did.
You
So,
saw it?
Yeah, sometimes it's right there. Especially on Plex. It's right there.
Yeah.
I don't like
Fucking
that.
Goddamn Plex.
Yeah, fucking Plex.
See?
So
Then
critics
you
and
shouldn't be
audience,
using
I
it.
think
what do
I'm
we
probably
think?
still wrong. So
See, what's funny is I swear
Doesn't
I saw
matter
it
if
too,
you get it in the.
but I guessed and I was wrong.
yeah.
So what do you think it is? Sarah? Critics first, audience second. Out
So
of 100%.
I feel like.
That's very loud.
Sorry. I feel like.
Who gave you a straw?
Who gave you a fucking glass
Tiffany.
straw? In a glass.
This isn't glass, is it?
That's glass.
This is glass? I thought it was just
Clearly.
That's glass and glass. That's
It is
glass.
glass,
It is.
for sure.
It's got a glass straw in a glass
Um,
fucking container.
So I think. I feel like both sides are going to be positive. I just feel like it has to be.
Okay.
Because I do feel like there are critically positive things about this movie, especially for him stepping out of
His role.
his role.
Yeah.
But I do still think audience is going to be higher just because it's that kind of. So I'm going to say critics.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
65.
65.
Yeah.
Audience.
Him.
Audience.
Trying to have fun here.
Goddamn orange crushes.
72.
Okay.
I really wanted to say 75, but
What I think
Yeah, sure.
I saw
What did you think you saw?
was 76
76.
for critics.
Okay, but you didn't see the audience. It only puts the
Yeah,
critics one on
obviously,
there.
yeah.
So you got to guess that.
I'm gonna 65.
65.
so you kind of went opposite. You said critics are higher.
I guessed 70 critics, 55 audience.
Oh, you think low?
I
for
feel
audience?
like audience were like
Didn't get
Will
it.
Ferrell.
You think
He's
didn't
not.
get it.
He's not being Anchorman. This is stupid. You know.
I'm
Critics.
wrong.
That. I mean, I get that.
73%.
Damn.
Audience. 85%.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
A lot higher than I thought.
I mean, I gave them good ratings, but like that's even better.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
pretty
nice.
That's pretty high.
I picked a good one.
Look at you. Who was your favorite character, Tara?
Fuck. Yep.
I mean, I like all of them. Really.
I like all of them.
I think my favorite character. I don't know. I kind of really like his boss, just because he was barely in it, and he's so funny when he's telling him to like take vacation, and he's like, "I'm not supposed to do this."
Well, is that his boss or is that the HR guy?
Well, I think it's also. I mean, I think technically it's his boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say he's my favorite character, but I did want to mention him because I thought he was really funny. I think Will Ferrell was my favorite character.
Really?
I know, but I really like. You really felt him. You know what I mean? You felt his awkwardness. You felt his like the times where he was light, like liked being around her, and you felt his like sadness too. He did a really good job.
I'm like, he's telling the truth.
Oh my
dude. Like,
God.
why don't you believe him?
And that's one of my biggest pet peeves in
Yeah.
movies when someone is trying to relay information and nobody believes them. I hate that. Because I feel that like I hate feeling that way, like being like gaslighting or like trying even in horror movies where people are running around and there's like this guy and everyone's like, "Oh my God, sit down."
Yeah.
Like you're ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
Because like why would people make some shit up like that?
I think mine was Anna. What I don't know what her actual name is.
Her name is Maggie Gyllenhaal in real
Okay.
life.
Maggie
Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
Ann.
that's what's
It's
up.
Ann. It's Ann. What's up? What's up?
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
I like her.
She's been
She
in
was
a lot
like,
of shit, bro.
Yeah, she's
yeah, no, I've seen
The
her.
Dark
It
Knight?
was weird with a tattoo. I didn't like that. I didn't like tattoos.
You didn't like tattoos?
No, not that.
Anarchy.
Not that one. It was
I
weird.
liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
It looked good.
It was all right.
I liked her story
It was
too
weird placement.
about
Yeah.
like how she became a baker, like how she was going
That-
to Harvard
yeah.
Law.
Yeah.
And
She
like
was smart, but she was like, you know what?
and she
fuck
had
it.
the
I don't feel
best
like
what she
doing
said,
it.
I had the best I ended up with the biggest study group, but I wasn't
Yeah.
passing my classes
Because I was too busy baking.
I wanted to
Yeah.
bake. I wanted to, I
Right.
was writing down recipes.
And
and
she was
making
like, you know
books.
what? Fuck the government.
But you know what? After hearing that story, I would have been like, and you made me basic ass chocolate chip cookies. You
Yeah.
have all these
They were
recipes
probably
in your
good.
fucking
Where's my
book?
macadamia
But she
nuts?
also-
God.
No, she said she made
Lemon
like,
bars
she made
and shit?
oatmeal cookies too.
But
I don't
didn't
like
get.
oatmeal
said it.
cookies.
Where's
I
my
love
shit?
Oatmeal cookies.
I don't want fucking chocolate
raisin?
chip.
I don't like oatmeal.
Oatmeal raisin?
I don't like raisins either.
like
Well,
raisins.
grow up.
But I do love a good chocolate. Our dad makes bomb chocolate chip cookies.
I
You know
want
what
some
I-
arrays.
You know what I don't like? I
Chocolate chip
don't like
cookies.
hard cook. Like when they
They gotta be
Yeah.
a
you
little
have to
soft.
bite into them.
Little soft.
Gooey.
You don't want to snap.
We had this one customer, a little bit older, but she'd always make us cookies.
Love it.
Tight.
Love
She'd
it.
put
Love
them in
it.
the fridge. Put them
Fix
in
my
plastic,
roof.
She'd put them in
Here's
plastic
chocolate
bags.
chips.
Every time we went over there, she would be like, "Before you leave, here's your cookies."
All right.
They
that's
were the
what's up.
driest motherfucking cookies you
Oh,
have ever
damn.
eaten.
She was just getting rid of
That's
them.
you
was
need
like,
milk for
God
those. You got to dip them in milk.
Damn it, dude!
You're like,
I wanted them to be so good. Such a sweetheart.
My mom's friend, like
She
you have
could
to
not
like
bake.
mint, obviously, but my mom's friend who lives in Arizona, every time she comes to visit, she brings a big bag of mint chocolate chip cookies, and
fat sack of
they're
reefer.
chocolate chip cookies, but the mint is in like the cookie part.
Okay.
Like she just adds mint, and they're like a little bit
Brush my
green,
teeth
and
while I
they're
ate a cookie.
so fucking
My
good.
teeth hurt.
My God, Emily feels the same exactly. She
don't wanna
does
brush
not
my
like.
teeth while I'm eating
She
cookie,
doesn't like
dude.
mint because it's like toothpaste. I love mint,
It's like brush my teeth or brush
but
my
they're
tongue. I
so
don't
fucking
like
good.
that
The
shit.
mint
I don't
chocolate chip
taste
cookies
it.
are so good.
Just clean my teeth.
But our grandma, my dad's mom, used to make the best chocolate chip cookies. Like we called them grandma cookies. Like those, they're like that's it.
Like SpongeBob.
But no one's really been able to get them precisely right, except for like our cousin did. The closest they ever got was my cousin made them for my grandpa's funeral. So the husband of the grandma that made those
Yeah,
cookies,
you can't do that.
and they were the best.
can't
Like
do that.
they were why
It's not going to taste the same.
they were
No matter
so
what.
good. They were so fucking good. There was this one time though, my dad accidentally put like extra, like double the amount of salt, but didn't realize
I
until
did
like
that in eighth
later.
grade.
And
had, like,
we
cookie
were all
class.
tasting them. Honestly, I still liked them. But there were some people that were like, these are a little salty.
Steve, who was your favorite character?
My favorite character was Dustin Hoffman.
Was it the
I
cookies?
love, not the cookies. I love his deadpan, like, you just need to die.
Yeah, he's like, sorry.
This is amazing story. Sorry, guy.
This is the best she's ever
Right, like,
written.
this book is bigger than your life. Fuck you, guy.
So, like, it was so
Right.
crazy how casual he was to his life. Like,
Yeah. But I also like in the beginning where he comes to see him, he's like, oh, I can't fucking help you.
I don't remember right in this moment, why did he go to see him?
So he was
sent him there.
right. The therapist was like, "You
Right.
need to go find somebody who's like a literary person." So he goes
help
to
you through this.
I guess a college.
So
that's
he just
there.
happens upon him. He didn't look him up or anything.
Correct. Yeah.
So it just happens upon the guy who has written multiple letters to this author that
right.
ends up is narrating his life.
Fill me up, bro.
fucking responsible for this.
Be responsible.
I also like how when he says that it's her, he's like, you didn't mention. I just assumed you would have mentioned that she had a British accent, but
Right. Right.
Would you like the rest?
Top her up. Take it.
I don't want to just leave it though. I haven't even finished
drink
my.
it.
You're
this
gonna finish
one.
it.
So drink it.
We're good.
I don't see the problem.
Okay, go
We're
ahead.
drinking Orange Crushes here.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna waste it or are
You know
gonna
what?
finish it?
Pour it in, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. We're not getting off this podcast until this drink is done. So
Do
ahead.
it.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. What are we doing? So
we're
yeah,
gonna talk more about the movie.
obviously my favorite character is Dustin Hoffman. Like everything about it, even I'm gonna go into my favorite scene, which is him saying,
Oh, wow.
10 seconds ago, you said you wouldn't help me. Well, it's been a very revealing 10 seconds,
Yeah. Yep.
right? And then going into
towels.
later where he fucking makes that like list of questions
Of, like,
for him.
Yeah, because of trying to figure out what kind of story it is and stuff.
Correctly, or what, where he's at. Like that's low-key kind of genius. You know what I mean? And
I almost said him for my favorite, but
also, if you are Dustin Hoffman in this movie and this guy comes to you, you're not taking him serious. You know what I mean? And so he's playing
but
along
he
with
did.
him.
He was kind of feeding into it, but he was like, okay, like
Until he said, the narrator said, fuck, what's the line?
little did he know.
Little did he know.
And he was
then
like,
he was
"Wait,
like,
what?"
wait, that means.
You're not saying it. It means you're not narrating it because you would know.
Exactly. So I feel like from there, you're like, oh, well, now I'm interested. What's going on here? All right. let's
Hello?
go. Right. Here And again, Will Ferrell, I wanted to pick Will Ferrell, but I was like, no, Dustin Hoffman's so better. But Will Ferrell plays this so
owned this
differently
man,
than
though.
any
Like-
other movie he's been in. I want him in more serious roles. Like, I get it, and I know why he's not. But at the same time, like, come on, bro. Give me something.
So I compared it, and like I know a lot of people like don't feel the same way, but when I was talking about it last night, and I was comparing like I said, Mark Wahlberg going into comedies. I also compared it to like Adam Sandler doing like Spanglish or like doing that movie Funny People, where like there were funny things, but it was not a funny movie.
right.
And like
Funny People was
it
way
worked to
too
me,
long.
but it worked for me. You know what I mean? Like obviously that's not what people are hiring them for,
True.
but like.
People are going to see them.
But what
for.
I like about it is that it shows more range, so people can't just be like, oh, they're just play the same thing all the time. No, they can. They're just choosing to play those things.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that being a comedian, you actually have to be better at being a drama type character. Because making jokes and being that type of person, you're better at acting than you seem
Well,
to
there
be.
are a lot of times where it's not just the line that's funny. You have to make it funny. Like,
Exactly.
it's about delivery and stuff.
You can look at Dane Cook, and a lot of people will say, well, he stole jokes.
I
Yeah,
love him.
But-
I loved him. His
It's-
delivery, he
exactly.
sold that shit.
His delivery has made those jokes better.
His personal life is a little questionable, but like,
I don't
We
care
don't
about his
talk
personal
about
life.
that though.
Right.
We don't
maybe
talk
we
about
should
personal life.
though. Like, I think that's the
somebody
problem.
should. But my
Someone
roommate had never seen Dane
shit.
Cook.
On the coats.
Somebody shit on the cup.
And you're
My-
going to go, what?
My
Hope
roommate,
it wasn't my coat, and then you step back. You're Phantom. Boom, you're gone.
My
Sorry,
roommate had
continue.
never seen Dane Cook.
Look like you got fucked by a pixie.
I fucking love him.
Did you put
so
Vicious
much.
Circle on
Yeah,
for
which
him?
one?
I
Which
did.
one?
Hell
Which one?
yeah.
It was Vicious Circle.
Yes, I never.
You
put it
know
on before.
somewhere,
What? So he was.
Halle Berry is clutching her Oscar. Taking
So
a
he was-
thankful shit.
I also loved the circular stage thing. Like I hadn't really seen a lot of people do that.
That's really
Yeah.
And he was all over that
and
fucking stage.
That was the big thing. Is that Well, it started out with the atheist thing. I started telling him about the atheist joke.
I did my best.
And I was like, I tried to explain it the same way that he
And then he
did. It
prints
was
a
like,
Bible
it doesn't hit the same. I was like, I gotta find it. So I
Yeah,
found
yeah.
it, and he was laughing the entire.
God bless
fucking,
you.
It is so funny.
I don't believe in God.
I'm gonna put the fucking
I
Bible on you.
hope you fucking die. Like, what do you want me to say?
It's so fucking funny.
I will say my favorite is his first comedy special that was on Comedy Central.
Retaliation.
No, before that.
Oh.
There's one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a black and white and red kind of thing.
I thought that was it.
No, he does this one thing about the car structure. He's like, you ever park on a car structure and realize like when you're turning, your fucking tires? Yeah. That one gets me every time.
My favorite is when he makes a joke about the car alarms in the fucking parking lot while you're in your apartment.
Yeah.
I love when he's talking about car
I'm a
accident.
car.
Sorry. There's a drive to the store. I also love the
Balls are empty.
when people are like, my brother thought he was the Burger King.
Yeah, right.
Can't get in, not without coops. Not without
Fucking
coops.
loved it.
And then she's
Have you
I
seen his
once
new
had
one?
one woman where I took her order and then I was like, drive around and she was like, where do I go? Where do you go?
You go to the one
You
fucking
follow
road
the
to
one
me.
fucking road that leads you to me.
Have you seen his new one?
No, I don't watch it.
I haven't. I saw it's on Amazon, but I haven't watched it.
I'm kind of worried.
I am
'Cause
too.
I don't want to taint his
Sweet and
his
sour
comedian.
sauce.
It doesn't have
his
good
vibe to me.
ratings.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not that
You know
means
what?
He also
what?
looks like
Hold
he has
on.
a lot of work done.
You know
on
what
his
really
face.
pisses me
like
off?
Botox.
He took off every one of his CDs from Spotify to put on his new one.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Why?
Because I want to
Why?
listen to your back catalog, but you're going to say, nope, all I got's the new one, so listen to that.
If
Fuck
it's on-
you,
if
guy.
Is it on Spotify?
That's what I'm
The new
saying. He took
one.
off everything from Spotify to put on just
Like
his new
you
one.
can't find his old ones.
Oh, it's not on Spotify.
That's like when Fall Out Boy came out with their new CD, they took everything off and said, nope, just the new one.
Excuse me?
I still have Fall Out Boy stuff on my Spotify.
Don't you
No,
fucking lie to me.
I'm saying that's if
If
Fall
Oh,
Out
you're saying
Boy did
if
that.
someone were to
if
do
they
I got
did,
it.
Right.
Hypothetically, hypothetically, I have to pee so bad.
someone shit
Oh,
on the coat.
coats. Loose change? You are a whore. What was that? What is
We're
that
not
joke?
pausing. You're
We
staying.
need
Why was
to.
he making that joke about?
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
it was
piss in the
because
vase.
it was because
Put it
Yeah,
right
he was
go to
talking
bed.
about when
Right
you
on the
cheat,
table.
you automatically assume your partner is cheating.
Right. You
So
guys-
then when
Yeah,
she
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
"Whose dick are you gonna wash your car with?"
Put the key in the fucking door lock.
Hold on. My favorite joke that he's ever done. You're in the shower just washing that glitter off. My favorite joke that he's ever done is the nothing fight, where he's like listening to the fucking couple
The
fight
couple,
behind
and
him,
he's like,
and he's like, "Good word, bro, twat. Good word."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
My favorite is
Get the jelly, twat.
my dad was a good man. And it's just like
I
pacing
do.
around the basement.
I love the
Benson's
B&E
animal.
too.
Yeah, okay.
The B&E where he's he's like you take the batteries die 6 months later. That's what he did. He took the
I want a
new
divorce.
batteries. He replaced them with old shitty batteries. Take the door, put
Fucking
up
Dan Cook, you
beads
son of a
instead.
bitch.
Put up door beads instead.
Stop stealing things. Just be funny again.
What if out of the UFO stepped giant 100-foot Native American Indians? Can you teach us how to make giant corn? Sorry.
Dude, the one, what I think it was not
Thank
rough
you
around the
for not being
edges,
done.
but the one that he came up with where it was like a smaller venue. I don't remember the name of it, but he's talking about how his girlfriend and him like,
Benson's Animal Farm, that one?
yes, but like when he's talking about like how they would like play a rape scene to shake things up,
I don't remember.
where
I
like he'd
vaguely
call
remember
her
that.
from outside and he's like, I'm watching you, blah blah, and then
Oh,
she'd
yeah,
stop
yeah,
in the middle and be like, babe, can you get milk before you come back in?
I do like, okay, there's one in that same stand-up where he's like reading directions to this guy's party. And he's like, isn't it always like, there's like a fucking tree from the Mesozoic area, like over the scene. And it's like, if you hit the train tracks,
No,
you've gone too far.
that's
He does.
No, that one's in Vicious
it?
Circle, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
it
Because
is.
I
It
remember
is.
seeing
Yeah.
him do the
The
and I
trade
think
part where he's sitting on the stool.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some
You're right. You're right.
it's that one. The one I'm talking about is
No.
Insomnia something.
I have
but, like,
I have a fucking hologram of me laying on the couch. That's what you saw. I wasn't lying.
Yep, that's the one.
he's funny.
Can I get a 1 watt in this fucking
What?
what?
What's next in this podcast?
Favorite
Where
part
we
or
at?
scene?
Okay. Let's move on. Because we can keep going.
I mean,
Dan
I
Cook.
do kind of feel like I like when he, from like a critical stand, like a critically positive part of this movie. I like when Dustin Hoffman tells him that he has to die, and he just like takes it, and he's like,
He does take it.
it's just really bad time,
Take
and
it,
he
Barry.
immediately his eyes are tearing up, and I mean he just like, it's like fuck,
He's a good
I have to
actor.
die.
He did good.
But I also liked the part you just had up there too, where he's filing, but he's just standing there. And the guy's like, what are you doing? And he's like, if I start filing, it starts narrating.
Watch.
Watch.
Listen.
And all you hear is,
Right.
and you hear her talking, and the other guy's like,
And she said it was like a beach. And I was like, ooh,
yes.
I hear
And
that.
he's like, and I do think of it like I do think that when I'm filing.
Imagine if you're in this situation, right? How do you explain it to anybody without sounding
Crazy. You would absolutely sound crazy.
right? And again, he goes.
There's not
to,
a way.
He goes to. I don't know if it's a therapist or somebody,
Something.
and she's like, "Well, you're schizophrenic. That's schizophrenia."
And he's like,
He's like, "But well, it's not.
well, it is.
But it isn't. Well, it is. You're hearing voices. Wait, but someone's telling me what I'm doing. Like, there's no
because they're not
way.
talking to him. It's not a conversation. They're
Right.
not talking to him.
They're just describing what you're doing.
what he's doing. Yeah.
God, imagine having a internal monologue that's literally describing everything you're doing.
Well, and also part of it is too, like you start to realize that she's not just saying what's about to happen, but she's actually like,
Yeah.
because you start to watch and you go, okay, is she narrating this because you're doing it, or is she narrating it and you're doing it
Right.
because
Also-
she's saying it?
Also,
Like,
she's not narrating the entirety of
No.
what he's doing either. Well, and there's also the part where he's sitting on, in the bus, and she goes, "Oh, and what's her face comes on the bus,"
And then he notices her.
Oh
He's like,
shit!
oh, shit.
Okay,
She's here?
so she's not describing what he's doing; she's describing what's happening around him too. So it's like, fuck, bitch, how are you knowing this? You know?
That's one of my is so small. One of my other favorite parts is when he brings her the flowers.
But it's
That was
flower.
fucking
It's not
perfect.
flowers. It's flower.
Amazing.
That-
Because she's like, what is it? And he's like,
It's
it's flowers.
Yeah.
She's like,
That
my
was
God.
cute as fuck.
so fucking genius.
Good for
like,
you.
genius. And I love that each bag had a colored tape on it.
And
too,
he
so it was
remembered,
But he
but then didn't
explain
remember
what it meant.
No, he
I wanted
did.
to know.
He did,
To
but then he
her-
didn't.
To her, not to us. He said he didn't remember what one of the colors meant.
Well, yeah, but they're
I want to know
different
what all of
flowers.
them meant.
They're different flowers.
I want to know.
Different flowers, guys.
I didn't know we had different flour.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I thought it was just flour. You knew there was different flours for different things.
Yeah, and I don't even bake.
I should ask my
You
wife.
didn't
She
know
would
that.
There are different
What
flowers.
do we got?
There's different. I don't fucking know.
All right then.
I don't
That's my-
bake.
that's my
Ask
point.
Tiffany.
That's my point.
Tiffany.
Tiffany, what the fuck are them flowers?
It's
Any-
flour's flour.
Any what the fuck moments?
I mean, I feel like the whole movie is what the fuck in a good way, though.
So
Like-
I guess the one part would be when they started tearing down his apartment. Like, where did that
Oh
come
my
from? Where did that
God.
come from?
Can you
Yeah, well,
imagine?
so hold on.
Can you imagine?
He said, "Go
I'd be
home."
livid.
He said, "Go home. We need to know if the plot is
And then
following you or not, right?
Yeah.
So go home and do fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Don't
And so
answer
he
the
did
phone. Don't do
nothing.
anything. He did nothing, and guess what happened? The plot followed him.
Yeah, but okay, but in real life that wouldn't fucking happen.
But this isn't real life. It's a book that's being written about him, so something
but
has
she
to
didn't
happen.
say anything about it.
Exactly. But the plot
that's what
has
he's
to go
saying.
forward.
Life is just happening, whether he
So
does
his
anything or
apartment
not.
gets fucking torn down.
And like
while
I'm
he's
watching
in
that. Do
it.
you know how
There was
much
people walking across
frustration
in the
that
fucking
gives me?
apartment next to him.
you know how much frustration that part gives me when I see it though? Because it's like, okay, now what? He has to live there. And they just
Yeah.
put that plastic up.
But then
Like
he
you
got-
Well, he
can't
didn't.
live there.
I mean, he moved into his buddy's
So
house.
that brings me
but
back.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like what the fuck? Like
What the
that
fuck?
brings me back to my favorite character,
Okay.
the roommate that he
space
gets,
guy.
his
He wants to go to
his
space.
coworker.
Yep.
He was great.
I love
He was
that he
like, I wanna
sets
go
him
to
up at the
camps.
space
I'm gonna go to space camp.
program.
Fuck's the matter? How old I am?
You're not too old to go to space camp.
Right.
And then Will Ferrell was like,
Hey.
you know what? You're right.
Let's
And
go to
then he
space camp.
You can do
calls.
whatever you want.
And then
Randy.
he calls like when he said he had to tie like
Let's
I'll
go
go to
space-
fucking space
Let's go to
camp
space
tomorrow.
Camp. Let's go.
like when he
Where
says
was it,
like
like
he's
Chicago
like
or
tying
some
up.
shit?
Let's fucking go.
Let's go, baby.
Baby.
Let's
Sorry.
go.
What, Tara?
What?
We're going to space camp.
Yeah.
You should.
We're going to.
I don't like that.
You should.
All
You
right.
should.
You should.
We're
I'm
gonna
sure
fuck-
they still need astronauts.
They're going to the moon, by the way.
Yeah.
They just announced that for the first
Yeah.
time in 50 fucking years.
Right.
There's 2 Canadians going there, bud.
So they already have them.
Yeah, they're fucking going up to the space and they're going to be like, hey, we're going to put this fucking flag in with a hockey stick and it's going to be fucking Canadian. It's going to be fine there, bud.
A lot of that was not Canadian, I feel like. A lot of that was drunk talk.
No,
Like it just sounded slurring.
That was slurred
Some
at
of
all.
it, yeah, some of it was Canadian. Like it sounded Canadian. Then
But
some of it
most
just,
Canadians are drunk and
just-
slurred. Let's be real.
so like,
Fucking right there, bud.
you know, that was very Canadian.
Thank you.
But a lot of that long sentence
for a fucking
or
rip.
monologue
I was
that you
making it
did
up on the spot.
was not, yeah, because it wasn't.
Fucking Canadians there.
Tiffany and I decided because like when we were joking about your sass,
Sass?
yeah,
No,
dudes.
attitude.
Attitude.
It's sass. No,
I
it's
have
sass.
attitude?
It's attitude.
What kind of attitude do I
You have a little sass. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
you got a
saying. You
little
can't just say
shitty
attitude because there's different kind of attitudes. It's sass. You had some sass.
Don't
With
fucking
what?
look at me like that.
I don't remember what it was, but then we were joking about how Canadians are supposed to be very nice.
Oh, I'm not.
And Tiffany was like, I think he just spent too much time. Like he's been here longer than he was in Canada. So like now he's not.
So we get the
I
accent
said,
and attitude.
I think he's more French than Canadian. I said,
Hey,
that,
fuck you,
that's
bud.
the problem.
Maybe, but I'm
He
not
puts
French
the
Canadian.
French in French Canadian.
Maybe.
More the French part because
Wait,
they're
no
supposed to be
French.
sassy too.
Je
no
m'appelle
French.
Stéphane.
Je m'appelle
What
Stefan.
about Stefan?
Fuck you.
But your Steve doesn't have the PH in it.
It does not.
So it wouldn't be
When I
Stefan
was in French class,
right
I
now.
was called Sebastian. I didn't give
Why?
myself that name.
Those are different.
I know. I was like, why can't I be Stefan? And they're like, we already have a Stefan. I was like,
Tara can't like
too
be
fucking
another
bad.
language. It's so blah. Tara.
Tara. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's just like
It's something.
Your turn.
it's Irish. It's like
what the fuck?
Gaelic. It's Irish.
What? What?
Did you have
Randy?
one?
I already talked about
What the
my
fuck?
what the front
Okay.
what the fuck scene was
What
the
the
shower.
front?
What the front?
What the
um,
French toast?
was the shower scene. Not okay. Oh no, I didn't really talk about it. It
The
wasn't the
shower
fact.
scene.
It wasn't the fact that there was like just naked dudes in there. It was the size of that shower. Was
Oh,
that
I
not
thought you were gonna say the size of the
huge?
dudes. I literally thought you were gonna say the size
I
of the
mean,
dudes.
I've been in one similar.
But it was huge.
I don't know. So
Well,
You've
I've
never been in a
never-
gang shower before.
I've seen a lot of naked men.
I don't like
I've
it.
not.
I don't like it, Randy. That's not a good
That's weird.
statement to say.
I know.
Speaking of statements to say, the fun facts of the fucking week.
yeah, because I'm not. Yeah.
Not in it. While
Now we are.
filming, Will Ferrell wore an earpiece that fed him Dame Ella Thompson's narrative lines in order to assist the other cast members
Emma,
in. What did I say?
Ella.
Oh shit. Emma Thompson's narrative lines in order to assist the other cast members in reacting more naturally to Farrah's seemingly non sequitur lines.
We got stuck in Rihanna. Sorry.
Sorry, because Ella.
Eh, eh,
See.
eh, eh.
You
Sorry.
tried. It's okay.
Go.
What's the next one?
We knew who you were talking about, Steve.
My life is a lie. When Harold is asked to produce. Fuck, I can't talk tonight.
It could be the three
I
orange crushes.
love that I came
It
up
could
with Orange
be.
Crushes tonight. This is fan-fucking-tastic.
When
This
Harold is
my plan.
asked the product of 67 and 453, he actually gives the correct answer first of 30,351 the first time. His second answer of 31,305 is incorrect.
But she said it the other way around. She said it was wrong, and then
Right, but that's the whole point, is she doesn't know, but he does. Because she's the narrator. And that proves that she's real and
Don't want
he's...
to take
because
that
he
from
second guessed
you.
himself.
Exactly.
No.
I don't need it.
The name of Anna Pascal's or Maggie Gyllenhaal's bakery is The Uprising.
Perfect.
I love it
It is. Yeah.
because she's
Good.
against the system. She's doing her thing. She's baking and it's rising, but uprising.
I'll pay 78% taxes.
78%, maybe.
77,
Maybe.
whatever it is.
Harold's two co-workers.
I am so happy.
Harold's two co-workers, played by TJ. Well, I'm gonna fuck this name up. Jagodowski and Peter Groats appear together in a series of commercials for Sonic Drive-In.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that not weird though that they were in this together and now they're like the Sonic driving guys?
I feel like I just associated them together because of Sonic. So
Maybe.
I saw them and I was like, oh, those guys.
But doesn't this predate Sonic commercials by
What are you
like
laughing at?
10 years?
So happy.
Oh,
Fuck you, guy. Did you hear what I said?
This is
yes, I did. Yeah.
sorry.
When did Sonic start?
Like,
I know
when did
it's-
Sonic the fucking
Place.
restaurant start?
Yeah, because I feel like it's been around for longer than our area, like around here. So like,
I mean 90s probably.
because I feel like it was on the drive to Ocean City for a long time.
It was.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
The one in Annapolis
Long
has
time.
been there for a bit too.
Well, so
It's funny. The one here I don't want to go to, but Annapolis I'll go to it all the time.
I had one in where we lived in West Virginia well before y'all did. Like when I moved to West Virginia, there was one
Good for
already
you.
there, and you guys didn't have
good
one
for
yet.
you.
Yeah, good for you. Good for
Listen.
you.
Okay.
Sonic right now has
Jesus Christ.
these they're like a burrito wrap. But they're small. They're like junior size, but they're like chili Frito wrap, and they're really good. They're only like this big, so you have to get like two of them or more because they're one is not enough.
It's not enough for me.
But it's like cheese and chili and like Fritos in them, and they're
Cheese.
actually very good.
Okay.
They've had them before, like years ago, and they had a normal size one and a junior size.
I want a hot dog for some reason.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Real bad. It's like the 4th of July.
Can we go to Sheets? This is lasagna upstairs.
Sheets.
We're fine.
Sonic. The name of Karen Eiffel's novel alludes to the phrase, nothing is certain except death and taxes. Despite this, Harold dodges death and Anna dodges her taxes.
Good for them. I like it. I like it. I like it.
That's how they come together too.
Speaking of which, I need to file my taxes.
Also, I do too.
Bro,
I have an alert.
It's like a week. You need to get on that, guys.
I wait.
owe money.
I like to wait.
I've already had my
month.
my
I like
money
to
for
wait.
like a month.
Good for you.
Here's the thing. I don't like get money.
Yeah, I don't.
I think I got like
I
$600
owe.
bucks. Yeah.
No, I'm in such a high tax bracket. Plus with
Here we
my
go.
listen. Plus
I'm
with
in
my
high
band
tax
money that I have to
brackets.
pay some taxes on. That I
Me too. Trust me, I know. I got 2 fucking checks from Tiki Bar because of your band there.
oh good they did split it.
Fucking,
I wasn't sure if they did. Well, I wasn't sure if they did. I haven't opened mine yet. Like
I'm
I said.
mad about it.
Well, you
because-
didn't get action ones, so
I'm happy about that,
yeah.
but I'm not happy about the other tech fucking 1099s.
I'm pretty
they
sure
got from
I'm pretty sure the action one is all me. I don't think they split it all. So
That's fine. I got every other one from the other band.
Here we go. What's next, Steve? God damn it. Say
but
that
that's like, and so that's what I end up doing is I usually like I see where my like what I'm gonna get back when I just enter my regular stuff, and then I do the band stuff, and then I just tell Sean like this is what
I got you.
it took, and then
No problem.
I keep more of like the upcoming shows or whatever.
I owe for the other band.
What
I
did you
will.
write down?
I will. I'll have to.
Oh, you're talking about
No requests.
no requests. Your
I'll
sister's
go.
not taking that?
I need to talk to you about your
Why isn't
sister.
your sister's not? What's wrong with her sister?
Yeah,
Nothing's wrong with
what's
your
up?
sister. The
What's up,
band,
what's
the
up?
band that
What's
reached
up?
out to me asked about her when I
No,
said that I
no.
couldn't do it.
No,
Sucks to
she ain't
suck.
gonna do that. Anyways, final decisions out of 10. What would we
I was
score
like-
this movie out of 10? Would we recommend it, and were we entertained? We're going to Tara first because she picked it.
I'm gonna say 7.5
7.5. Yum.
because I think that it's better than a 7, but I wouldn't give it quite an 8.
Okay. Why?
I don't know why. I just feel like the ones that I've given 8s and 9s to are really like
Ooh.
This is me talking or you? Because that sounds like a me answer.
this is me.
I feel like we need a better answer from you.
I'm sorry, Randall. I can't hear you because your
I
face
feel like
isn't.
we need a better answer from
Well, we
you.
did tell him not to be like
Well, move the fucking
Yeah,
mic back.
I'm just.
Making out
I'm
with it.
talking. I'm here.
Um,
Faces up. You know.
But I feel like it's entertaining and I like that, but it's not entertaining in like a funny way or like a exciting way. It's
You just like
entertaining
the
and
movie.
like you're enthralled in it.
Yeah.
Like you're really in it and you're feeling what he's feeling. And I love him in this. Like I love seeing a different side of him and I think he fucking sold it and I think he did a great job. So yeah. And I would
7.5.
definitely recommend it.
Sure.
Mhm.
Randy.
Especially if you've never seen it, because I think it's nice to see a different side of him.
True.
I think coming from me, I haven't seen many things that Will Ferrell has been in that isn't funny.
Okay.
So it's a little weird going into this, and he's not funny.
Now, to be fair, there
was a couple
there are
parts.
fun's
There was a
but
couple
it's
parts
not.
that was funny.
It's
like,
not his norm. It's you know,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
take,
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
Talladega Nights. It's not Step Brothers.
like I think there were
Help me, Tom Cruise.
It could have been better with somebody else.
Need your devil fucking magic. Sorry.
Like, I could have watched this movie with somebody else other than Will Ferrell. I don't know who,
Okay.
but it could have been somebody else, and I'd be like, okay.
But
I think
I
like
think
him more.
maybe, but I think would it have done the same?
That's what I'm saying.
Was
Will
someone
Ferrell
not
does
good?
really good in this movie.
He
to
does.
me.
He does.
And I do like him stepping outside of his box to try and do
Yeah.
something different. You know what I mean? Like for me, this movie is very well paced as well. You know, like there's no part of this movie that makes me like kind of go, come on, let's fucking go here.
There wasn't
Or
anything
what's
I'd take
happening.
out
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's almost
Everything
at all.
adds to it.
it's almost 2 hours, but it still feels very good. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no point where I'm sitting there going, let me pick my phone up, or let me see
Yeah.
what's going on, or why can't we get to this, faster? And also, I mean, like, I'm along for the ride with him as well. You know what I mean? Like everything he's going
invested.
through, I'm
Yeah.
invested in his character, and I'm invested in the story, and the way it unfolds. It makes me want to know, but also not want to know so fast that we're already through the movie. Like I want to be in this world a little longer than we're actually in it. And Dustin Hoffman does a great job. Emma Thompson does a great job.
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal does a great job.
But that's other characters.
Will Ferrell does
But
a
I'm
great
saying
job.
if Paul Rudd was in it, it'd be the same movie. The same exact movie. Will Ferrell doesn't bring anything.
You know what? I feel like Paul Rudd would have made this movie a little better.
All right, then. So Will
Didn't give
Ferrell
him-
doesn't bring anything special to the
No,
table with
you
this
know what?
movie.
No,
he
I
does,
disagree with you,
though.
and I love
What?
Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd.
What does Will bring that nobody else
What's
could have?
interesting to me about this, and I don't know why it is,
Okay.
I actually get accountant from him.
Yeah.
He seems like
He seems
an accountant.
very.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of a nerd.
He's
very,
carrying that.
He's together.
He's
He's
carrying
very
that.
like, look, this is by the book.
monotone,
If he has
very
some glasses on,
even like the way they have his hair
Schmidt.
cut and stuff in the because normally his hair is very like
wow.
Even
Wow.
so, okay, spoilers at the end of the
Jewish.
movie, even when he goes and saves that kid, by the way, we haven't talked about this yet. Fuck kids, because that kid is the whole reason why he almost dies.
Well,
Him doing that, though,
absolutely is.
if he hadn't
He
tried
tried to save that kid, he
There
would
was
have
like
lived.
8 other people around.
And none of them
None
jumped.
of- no-
None
nobody-
of them jumped, and none of them knew. He
watch
knew
the whole movie. That kid is being
Because he heard it.
the whole time.
The whole
Yeah.
time. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's a premonition. Like they show
That's
the
the
kid
word.
get the bike. They show the lady get the job
I didn't
driving
watch
the bus.
20 minutes of the movie.
Fuck
I
you.
saw the rest of it.
So
What?
I fell asleep.
What didn't you see?
20 minutes.
The end?
no, he
No, I
watched
saw
the
the
end
Oh.
here,
I
On
didn't
his
see
phone.
from 1:15 to 1:30. So 15 minutes.
so he probably didn't see like them breaking down. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I'm
There's a
giving this
little-
I'm
movie.
giving it a 7.
He's giving it a 7. You're
7.
giving it a 7.5. I'm giving it a 7.5 as well.
Yeah.
I want to give it an 8, but at the same time, my 8s are hard to come by.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
Like I feel like
This movie's great. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Yeah.
Like it is a very good movie. It's an out of element Will Ferrell movie that you're gonna watch and go, well, shit. You know what? Will Ferrell could do this. and
I
needs
honestly
to do
put it
more
at
shit.
like the top of his movies. Honestly, I really would.
yeah. And
As far as like performance goes,
acting wise,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. Obviously, Will Ferrell's known.
if you're
for
looking, if you're
comedy.
looking like for obviously big belly laughs and like really laughing.
This
No,
ain't-
if you're
this is
only
not a
rating
movie.
it based off his comedies, no, it wouldn't be in the top.
But if you
for,
watch a
for
good movie,
performances
yeah.
for him, I put it.
I get it.
I put it up there.
I get it.
Exactly. So 7.5, 7.5, 7, 7.25. Look at us. Well, would that be 7.25?
Oh my god, if
It
you
was
just did that math,
1.25. It is.
Maybe I'm him.
are
Oh my
you
god.
him?
Anyways,
I did the math. way
Little
before
did he
you
know.
little did he know. And next week, we're going to see if Wally's going to be here. If he's going to be here, we're going to do
Should
his
be
pick.
Wally's.
And
That
what
should have
was it?
been
Because I don't even remember.
A Long Kiss Goodnight.
I'm gonna write
It's
this
Yeah,
with
down.
because neither Randall or I
Samuel-
remembered.
Samuel L. Jackson. It's actually a really good movie, apparently.
I'm not gonna look it up because I don't want it to.
Don't look it up.
accidentally show me.
We're going to do that next week. Hopefully, if Wally's here. We'll see because, he's got back-to-back shows now. He might have to
Oh, and they're those are
practice.
next
So
weekend.
popular.
So
Friday, Saturday,
What a
whatever.
fucking loser.
What a fucking loser. Anyways, thanks, guys, for listening. As always, you can find us where,
This is
Randall?
not done.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at The Decision Reel, or you can go to our website, www.thedecisionreel.com, where you can find some merch. You can find our old episodes. You can use the
That's
you
really
can use
fucking
the
loud.
code REEL10 for 10% off your purchase.
10% off.
And we can see you next week as well.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time next week. I think that movie is gonna be better than you guys think it's going to be. And then after that, it's gonna be Randall's pick, and we know he's gonna go fucking Marvel probably, and it's gonna be like Iron Man
No, it
2.
would be
Well, we did
Thor,
2. It'd probably
right?
be Thor.
I
I
think it's
would
Thor
assume.
now.
I'm okay with
You know
that.
what?
I haven't seen the first Thor in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
And I love Thor.
I actually
love
watched
Chris Hemsworth.
God, that man.
What a fucking dude.
another. I actually watched Avengers, the one that everybody hates last night,
Age of Ultron?
Age of Ultron, which it's not actually as bad as I remember it being. So I'm here for the Thor and picking up hammers and shit. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Bye.